Simon says subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive notifications.
Welcome to the QuickBooks Online 2024 course. This is a comprehensive course designed to help you efficiently manage your business's finances using QuickBooks Online. Whether you're new to QBO or looking to improve your skills, this course will provide in-depth guidance on using the platform to streamline your financial processes. To make the most of this course, you will need basic accounting knowledge. Understanding concepts like income statements and balance sheet will certainly help you follow along. You need access to QuickBooks Online. Ensure that you have an active QBO account for hands-on learning. An eagerness to optimize will definitely go a long way as well. A passion for automating and improving efficiency will enhance your overall experience. We'll start with an introduction to QBO's interface and features, focusing on how to customize the platform to suit your business needs. You will learn to set up company files, adjust settings, and explore key features like integrating with bank accounts. Next, we'll dive into personalizing your QBO environment, from configuring user roles to customizing your chart of accounts, invoices, and sales forms. You'll practice tracking expenses and managing financial reports, ensuring your system is tailored to your specific business. In managing customers, invoices, and payments, we'll cover creating and sending invoices, receiving payments, and managing customer data. For expense management, we'll guide you through setting up vendors, managing bills, and automating recurring expenses. Account reconciliation will be a major focus, covering both bank and credit card reconciliations. We'll guide you through managing bank feeds, fixing errors, and ensuring that your records align with real-world transactions. If you need payroll management, we'll show you how to set up and manage payroll, track payroll expenses, and run payroll reports. Inventory management is another key topic. You will learn to set up inventory items, track stock levels, and manage orders, along with advanced inventory features like stock adjustments and generating reports. The first section is the course introduction. This section lays the groundwork for the entire course. We'll introduce the company, Flourish Bakeries, which serves as our case study throughout the course. Understanding different versions of QBO allows learners to choose the right one for their needs. Finally, an overview of the course structure helps students navigate their learning path efficiently. Module 2, Getting Started with QBO, is a foundational module. Learners will explore how QBO works, setting up a company file, and customizing company settings as needed. These early steps are critical to establish an accurate financial database. Connecting bank accounts and exploring QBO integrations are also covered, enabling businesses to streamline their financial operations from the start. The practical Let Me Try exercises allow learners to practice what they've learned by setting up a company file and navigating QBO. In Module 3, we are going to discuss how to customize the QuickBooks environment. Customization is key to making QBO work for individual business needs. This module covers everything from chart of account setup to customizing invoices and tracking expenses. By the end, learners will know how to fine-tune QBO to their specific requirements, ensuring that their financial management tools are tailored to their operations. In Module 4, we focus on customer management, including invoicing, receiving payments, and managing sales tax. Accurate tracking of customer transactions is essential for cash flow management, and learners will practice creating invoices and receiving payments, reinforcing their learning through practical application. Module 5 provides a deep dive into vendor management, bill creation, and tracking accounts payable. Managing vendor relationships efficiently ensures a steady supply chain and financial transparency. Learners will get hands on practice entering bills, which cements their understanding of managing company expenditures. In this module, we are excited to introduce you to Flourish Bakeries, a boutique catering company founded by Maya Thompson and Alex Walker. Flourish Bakeries was born out of their shared passion for baking and delivering high quality catering services. As we explore their financial journey, we'll be walking through the business accounts in QuickBooks Online to help you understand how to manage the finances of a business effectively. Maya and Alex decided to launch Flourish Bakeries on January 1st, 2023. To bring this dream to life, they combined their resources, contributing $5,000 each from their personal savings, which became the initial owner's equity of the business. Additionally, they secured a $10,000 business loan to purchase essential equipment and supplies. Let's start by talking about assets. For Flourish Bakeries, their assets consist of the equipment and resources they use to run their catering business. They purchased $8,000 worth of bakery equipment, including ovens, mixers, and refrigerators. They also invested $3,000 in high quality ingredients ranging from organic flours to imported chocolates in order to meet their customers' expectations for premium baked goods. Next, let's move on to liabilities. Flourish Bakery's primary liability is the $10,000 loan they took out to help finance their equipment purchases and initial operational expenses. This liability is going to be repaid over 5 years, and understanding how to manage this liability effectively is key to maintaining the company's financial health. In addition to the loan, Flourish Bakeries has $2,500 in accounts payable, reflecting outstanding payments for supplies purchased on credit. Next, let's dive into income. Flourish Bakeries generates its income through catering contracts for events like weddings, corporate parties, and private gatherings. In the first 6 months of operations, the company earned $35,000 in revenue from its catering services. This income represents the heart of the business, as it covers the day to day expenses and allows Maya and Alex to reinvest in growth. Alongside this core revenue, Flourish Bakeries also earned an additional $1,500 in non operating income through a small partnership with a local farmers market, selling leftover baked goods. Moving on to expenses, these are the costs incurred to keep the business running smoothly. Flourish Bakery spent $10,000 on operational expenses, including $4,000 on ingredient purchases and $6,000 in employee wages for their team of talented bakers and servers. Additionally, they incurred $2,000 in marketing costs to promote their services and $1,500 in rent for their kitchen space. Finally, let's talk about owner's equity. As mentioned earlier, Maya and Alex contributed $10,000, which is $5,000 each, from their personal savings to start Flourish Bakeries. After factoring in their income and expenses, the business has retained earnings of $8,000 at the end of 6 months. As we wrap up this introduction, we have given you a glimpse into Flourish Bakeries and how its financial accounts come together. In the upcoming lessons, we'll move from theory to practice, diving into QuickBooks Online to manage and track these assets, liabilities, income, and expenses effectively. In today's fast paced business environment, managing financial data efficiently is crucial. QuickBooks Online stands out as a powerful tool designed to simplify this process. Unlike traditional desktop versions of QuickBooks, where your files are stored on a local computer, QuickBooks Online operates entirely in the cloud. This cloud based approach offers a host of benefits, including enhanced accessibility, robust security, and the ability to collaborate in real time. Understanding how QuickBooks files work in this environment is key to maximizing the software's potential and ensuring the smooth operation of your business. Imagine you're traveling for a business meeting and you need to quickly check on your latest financial data. With QuickBooks Online, you can pull up all the information you need on your smartphone or tablet, no matter where you are. This flexibility ensures you're always on top of your business, even when you're on the go. Can you recall a time when you needed urgent access to your financial data but couldn't get to your desktop? With QuickBooks Online, those frustrations are a thing of the past. One of the most significant advantages of using QuickBooks Online is the cloud storage of your financial data. Instead of being tied to a single device, your QuickBooks files are securely stored on Intuit's servers. This setup means that you can access your financial data from virtually any device with an internet connection, be it a computer, tablet, or smartphone. This flexibility is invaluable for business owners and accountants who need to manage finances on the go. Whether you're at the office, working from home, or traveling, you can stay connected to your business's financial status at all times. In a world where collaboration is increasingly essential, QuickBooks Online excels. The platform allows multiple users to work on the same company file simultaneously, making it an ideal solution for teams and accountants who need to collaborate in real time. Each user can log in, make changes, and see updates as they happen, ensuring that everyone involved in managing the business's finances is on the same page. This feature not only streamlines the accounting process, but also eliminates the need for cumbersome file transfers or email exchanges. By facilitating real time collaboration, QuickBooks Online helps to reduce the likelihood of errors, improve communication, and increase overall efficiency in financial management. Security is a top priority when it comes to managing financial data, and QuickBooks Online delivers on this front. The platform automatically backs up your data regularly, so you never have to worry about losing critical information due to hardware failures or other unexpected events. Intuit's cloud infrastructure is designed to keep your data safe, with advanced security measures such as encryption and multi factor authentication in place to protect your information from unauthorized access. These features provide peace of mind knowing that your financial data is secure and accessible only to those with the proper credentials. QuickBooks Online is not just about maintaining your current financial data. It also supports the integration of various third-party apps, expanding its functionality to suit your business's unique needs. Additionally, the platform makes it easy to import data from other accounting systems. Whether you are transitioning from QuickBooks Desktop or another accounting software, QuickBooks Online provides tools to ensure a smooth migration. This process is designed to maintain the integrity and continuity of your financial records, so you can continue managing your business without missing a beat. From my experience, ensuring a smooth data transition is critical. I have seen businesses struggle with data inconsistencies during migration, but QuickBooks Online's tools help you avoid these common pitfalls. Just be sure to review the imported data thoroughly to catch any discrepancies early on. In conclusion, QuickBooks Online's cloud-based file management system is designed to provide maximum flexibility, security, and efficiency. By leveraging these powerful features, you can manage your business's finances with greater ease and confidence. Now that you understand how QuickBooks Online handles your data in the cloud, the next step is getting started with setting up your company file. In the upcoming module, we'll walk through the essential steps to ensure your business's financial foundation is rock solid. Customizing your company settings in QuickBooks Online is an essential step in tailoring the software to meet the specific needs of your business. From setting up your company's financial details to configuring sales forms and email templates, QuickBooks allows you to create a personalized experience that aligns with your business operations. In this guide, we'll walk through the key areas of company settings that you can customize, ensuring that your QuickBooks account is set up for success. To begin customizing your company settings, click the gear icon located in the upper right corner of the QuickBooks dashboard. Under the Your Company section, click Account and Settings. This will take you to the main settings page where you can customize various aspects of your QuickBooks account. Step 2 is customizing the Company tab. The first tab in the Account and Settings menu is the Company tab, where you can configure the basic information about your business. This includes the company name, where you enter your business's legal name and, if applicable, the name you want to appear on sales forms and reports. This ensures that your business name is consistent across all documentation. Next up is the company type. You can select your business structure, such as a sole proprietorship or corporation. This setting affects how QuickBooks handles tax-related features and reports. You can update your company's phone number, email address, and website URL in the contact information. This information will appear on your sales forms, so it's important to keep it accurate and up to date. In the company address, you can enter your company's physical address and mailing address if they differ. This address will be used for tax purposes and will appear on invoices and other documents. If your legal address differs from your company's main address, make sure to enter it in the legal address section. This is especially important for regulatory compliance and tax filings. In the Communication Preferences section, you can set your preferences for how QuickBooks communicates with you, including marketing materials, product updates, and more. Step 3 is configuring the Sales tab. The Sales tab allows you to customize how you manage sales transactions, from invoicing to receipts. Here's what you can configure. The sales form content. You can decide what information appears on your invoices, estimates, and sales receipts. You can choose to display or hide fields such as discount, shipping, or custom transaction numbers. This flexibility ensures that your sales forms contain all the necessary details without overwhelming your customers. You can add custom fields to your sales forms to capture additional information that's specific to your business. For example, you might add a field for customer PO number or job reference. If you prefer to assign your own numbering system to invoices and other transactions, you can enable the Custom Transaction Numbers feature. This is useful if you have an existing numbering system that you want to continue using. You can set the default payment terms for your invoices and bills, such as net 30 or due on receipt. This helps ensure that your payment expectations are clear to your customers. In the Email Options section, you can customize the default email message that accompanies your invoices, estimates, and other sales forms. You can personalize the subject line and body of the email, making your communications more engaging and aligned with your brand voice. You can set default messages for different types of sales forms as well. For example, you might want a specific message to appear on all your invoices, such as "Thank you for your business" or "Payment due within 30 days." You can customize how customer statements are generated and what information they include. You can choose to display all open transactions or just those within a specific date range. Now, let's go through the Expenses tab. This tab allows you to configure how you manage and track your business expenses in QuickBooks Online. Show Items table on expense and purchase forms. If your business tracks inventory or needs detailed expense tracking, you can enable the Show Items table on expense and purchase forms to add an item table to your expense and purchase forms. You can enable the Show Billing Expenses and Items as Income option if you want to track billable expenses and items separately, allowing you to pass these costs on to your customers. If you need to allocate specific expenses to individual customers, the Track Expenses and Items by Customer feature lets you assign costs to customer profiles, making it easier to track and bill for reimbursable expenses. Set the default payment terms for your bills, such as net 15 or due on receipt. This helps you manage your cash flow by ensuring that your bill payment terms are consistent. If your business uses purchase orders, you can enable and customize the purchase orders feature here. You can add custom fields, choose what information appears on the purchase order, and set default purchase order numbers. Let's walk through the Payments tab now. This tab is where you can configure how you accept payments from customers in QuickBooks Online. QuickBooks Online integrates with several payment processors, allowing you to accept credit card payments and bank transfers directly through your invoices. You can enable online payments to make it easier for customers to pay you, which can improve your cash flow. Set the default payment method that appears on your invoices and sales receipts. This is the preferred payment method. This could be credit card, bank transfer, or another method, depending on how you prefer to receive payments. If you require deposits or retainers for a certain type of work, you can customize how these are handled and tracked in QuickBooks. Always enable online payments to offer customers more payment options, which can lead to faster payments. Also, it's advisable to clearly communicate your preferred payment methods on invoices to avoid confusion. You can also use deposits and retainers to secure payments upfront for large or ongoing projects. The Advanced tab contains more detailed settings that allow you to fine-tune your QuickBooks Online account to match your business's specific needs. In the Accounting Preferences section, you can choose your accounting method, be it cash or accrual, and set your fiscal year start date. These settings are crucial for ensuring that your financial reports are accurate and aligned with your business's accounting practices. Enable tracking by class or location if your business needs to segment financial data by department, product line, or physical location. QuickBooks can automate certain tasks such as pre-filling forms with previously entered information or automatically applying bill payments. You can configure these automation settings based on how much automation you want in your accounting processes. You can also enable the projects feature if your business tracks income and expenses by project. This feature provides a dedicated workspace for managing project finances, making it easier to track profitability and manage budgets. If your business bills clients by the hour or needs to track employee time, enable the time tracking feature. This integrates with your payroll and invoicing, streamlining the process of billing for time worked. Customizing your company settings in QuickBooks Online is a critical step in making sure that the software works for your business, not the other way around. By tailoring these settings to fit your specific needs, you can streamline your accounting practices, improve the professionalism of your customer interactions, and ensure that your financial data is accurate and compliant with regulations. Navigating QuickBooks Online is the first step towards mastering your business's financial management. Whether you're new to accounting software or transitioning from another platform, understanding how to move around in QuickBooks is essential. In this guide, I'll walk you through the key areas of the QuickBooks interface, explaining each section's purpose and how to use it effectively. By the end, you'll feel confident moving through the platform and utilizing its features to manage your business finances efficiently. When you first log into QuickBooks Online, you'll land on the dashboard. Think of the dashboard as your financial control center. It provides a snapshot of your business's financial health at a glance. Here, you can see your cash flows, invoices, expenses, bank accounts, and profit and loss all in one place. The dashboard is designed to give you quick insights so you can immediately identify what needs your attention. Let's walk through some of the key sections of the dashboard, starting off with bank accounts. This section shows your linked bank accounts, their balances, and recent transactions. It's a great place to start each day to see where your finances stand. Invoices. Here you can see an overview of your outstanding invoices, what's due, overdue, and paid. This section helps you stay on top of your receivables. Expenses. This section tracks your recent expenses categorized by type. It's useful for monitoring your spending and ensuring you stay within budget. Profit and loss. A quick glance at your profit and loss summary gives you an idea of your business's overall financial health. The left-hand menu in QuickBooks Online is your primary navigation tool. This menu is divided into several key areas, each serving a different aspect of your business's financial management. Let's go through each section in detail. Let's delve deeper into the left navigation bar first. It's not just a static feature, it's customizable to match your preferences. Click on the Edit button, represented by the pencil icon, and curate your navigation bar. Hide what you don't need and keep your interface clean and organized. As mentioned earlier, the dashboard provides a high-level overview of your business's financial status. You'll return to this section often to check in on your finances. Transactions. In the Transaction section, you can connect your bank and credit card accounts, review imported transactions, and also categorize them. This area is crucial for keeping your books accurate and up to date. Here's what you can do. You can connect your bank accounts to QuickBooks for automatic transaction import. You can see a list of transactions from your bank, categorize them, and match them with your records. You can reconcile and ensure that your QuickBooks records match your bank statements. You can set up rules for various transactions so that they can be categorized as per the set rule. You can also automate categorization by setting up rules for certain transactions. You can set up and review chart of accounts. QBO gives various options to access chart of accounts. You can access it from here under the Transactions tab. The Sales section is where you manage everything related to your sales. You'll spend a lot of time here creating invoices, managing customers, and tracking payments. Key features include the ability to create, send, and track invoices to ensure you get paid on time. You can manage your customer information, including contact details and transaction history. You can record sales that don't require an invoice, such as cash sales. You can add and manage the items or services your business sells. The Expenses section is dedicated to managing your spending. From here, you can keep track of your suppliers and their details. You can enter and pay bills, keeping a record of what you owe. You can record everyday business expenses like office supplies, travel, or utilities. The Reports section is one of the most powerful tools in QuickBooks Online. It allows you to generate detailed financial reports that provide insights into your business's performance. You can customize and run reports such as the profit and loss statement. You can understand your revenue, costs, and overall profitability. You can see a snapshot of your business's financial position at a specific point in time by opening the balance sheet. You can analyze your sales by product, service, or customer through the sales reports. You can track where your money is going and identify areas to cut costs using the expense reports. In the Taxes section, you'll manage all aspects of your sales tax obligations. QuickBooks Online makes it easy to set up sales tax, where you can configure your tax rates based on your province or territory. You can monitor how much sales tax you have collected from customers, and you can prepare and file your sales tax returns directly from QuickBooks. If you have employees, the Payroll section is where you'll manage everything related to paying them. This section includes running payroll, employee management, and payroll taxes. The Project section is useful if you manage jobs or projects. It allows you to track income, expenses, and profitability by project. This feature is especially helpful for service-based businesses that need to see the financials for individual projects. QuickBooks Online integrates with a wide variety of third-party apps that can enhance your business operations. In the Apps section, you can browse and connect apps to automate workflows. You can link with apps that automate repetitive tasks. You can expand functionality by adding features like time tracking, expense management, or CRM. You can sync data to ensure seamless data transfers between QuickBooks and other software tools you use. The Settings gear icon is where you'll find your accounts and company settings. From here, you can customize your company details, add or remove users and assigned roles, adjust settings related to sales forms, expenses, and payments, or configure more detailed options like multi-currency, automation, and integrations in the advanced settings. If your catering business serves clients who pay in various currencies, enabling the multi-currency feature will automatically handle currency conversions. This ensures your financial records are accurate and simplifies dealing with international clients. As we conclude this part of our module, you've taken significant steps in mastering QuickBooks Online. From understanding the fundamentals to navigating its features, you're building a solid foundation for efficient bookkeeping. So stay tuned, keep up the great work, and remember, consistent practice is key to becoming a QuickBooks Pro. Until next time, happy bookkeeping! One of the greatest advantages of using QBO is its cloud-based platform, which allows you to access your business's financial data from anywhere, with an internet connection, of course. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, QBO ensures that you stay connected to your business's finances. In this guide, we'll explore the flexibility and convenience of accessing QuickBooks Online from various devices, and how this can enhance your workflow and financial management. Accessing QBO from anywhere offers a range of benefits, including accessibility. You can access your QuickBooks account from any device with internet access, whether it's a desktop computer, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. Imagine you're attending a client meeting and they ask for a quick update on their latest invoice. With QuickBooks Online, you can pull up that information on your smartphone, ensuring you're always prepared no matter where you are. Multiple users can work on the same company file simultaneously, making collaboration seamless between team members, accountants, and other stakeholders. Let's say while you're out meeting a client, your accountant can be at the office updating your financial reports in real time. This collaboration ensures your books are always up to date. QuickBooks uses industry leading encryption and security protocols to protect your financial data, ensuring your information remains secure even if your device is lost or stolen. Let's say you're working from a cafe and using public Wi Fi. You can be rest assured knowing that QuickBooks Online's encryption keeps your data secure, even in less secure environments. Since all the changes are stored in the cloud, updates to your financial data happen in real time, allowing you to make informed decisions with the most current information. Suppose you're processing a large payment while your bookkeeper is reconciling bank transactions. With real time updates, both tasks are seamlessly coordinated without any delays or overlap. The primary way to access QBO is through a web browser on any device. Whether you're using a desktop, computer, laptop, or tablet, logging into QBO is quick and easy. In order to log into QuickBooks Online, you can open your web browser, and over here, QBO is compatible with most modern web browsers, including Google Chrome, Safari, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge. Go to the QuickBooks login page, use your registered email address and password to log into your QuickBooks account. If you have enabled multi-factor authentication, you'll be prompted to enter a verification code sent to your email or phone. Once logged in, you'll be taken to your QuickBooks dashboard where you can access your financial data, generate reports, and manage transactions. QBO also offers a dedicated mobile app that lets you manage your business finances on the go. The mobile app is available for both iOS and Android devices, providing a streamlined experience for users who need to access their financial data from smartphones or tablets. Let's discuss some of the features of the QuickBooks Online mobile app now. You can invoice on the go. You can create, send, and manage invoices from your phone, ensuring you get paid faster even when you're not at your desk. Let's say after a successful catering event, you can instantly create and send the client their invoice while still on site, helping you expedite payments. You can record expenses and attach receipts by taking photos from your phone's camera. Suppose you purchase ingredients for an event. You can quickly snap the photo of the receipt using your phone and attach it to the expense in QuickBooks, keeping your records organized. Changes made via the mobile app are synced to the cloud in real time, ensuring your data is always up to date. Let's say your bookkeeper updates a transaction at the office. You can instantly see the changes on your mobile app, keeping you in the loop wherever you are. You can set up alerts for important events such as overdue invoices or upcoming bill payments. For example, you can get notified when a client pays an overdue invoice or when a bill is due, allowing you to stay on top of your finances without constantly checking in. Accessing QBO from anywhere comes with robust security protocols to protect your business's financial data. QuickBooks employs advanced security features, ensuring that your information is safe regardless of where or how to access it. Let's walk through some of the key security features of QBO. First off, it's the encryption, where QBO uses industry standard encryption to secure data transmitted between your device and into its servers, ensuring data protection even on a public Wi-Fi. QuickBooks also supports multi-factor authentication, or MFA for short, requiring a verification code in addition to your password, adding an extra layer of protection. Since QuickBooks Online is cloud-based, your data is automatically backed up on Intuit's secure servers, eliminating concerns about data loss from device failures. Let's say your laptop crashes or is stolen. You can simply log into QuickBooks Online from another device and pick up right where you left off without any data loss. The flexibility of QBO allows you to manage your business's finances from anywhere, whether you're at home, in the office, or on the go. With access through web browsers, mobile apps, and tablets, QuickBooks ensures you stay connected to your financial data and never miss a critical update. Connecting your bank accounts in QBO is a crucial step in streamlining your business's financial management. By linking your bank and credit card accounts to QuickBooks, you can automatically import transactions, saving time and reducing the risk of manual data entry errors. In this guide, we'll walk you through the step-by-step process of connecting your bank accounts in QuickBooks Online and explain how to use this feature to improve your accounting workflow. Linking your bank accounts to QuickBooks Online offers several benefits. Firstly, there is an element of automated transaction import where QuickBooks automatically imports your bank transactions. Instead of manually entering each transaction, you can categorize and reconcile transactions with just a few clicks. Let's say at the end of a busy month, rather than sorting through paper receipts and manually entering expenses, you can quickly review and categorize your imported transactions, freeing up time to focus on other aspects of your business. Automation also minimizes the chances of data entry mistakes, leading to more accurate financial records. By connecting your bank accounts, you reduce the risk of accidentally inputting the wrong transaction amounts, ensuring your financial records are always accurate and up to date. By importing your bank data, you can easily match transactions in QuickBooks with your bank statements, simplifying the reconciliation process. Before you begin, make sure you have the following information ready. Firstly, your bank login credentials. You'll need your bank's online banking username and password to connect your accounts. QuickBooks Online supports most financial institutions. If your bank is not listed, you can also manually upload bank transactions, which is covered later in this course. Once you have your bank information ready, follow these steps to connect your accounts in QuickBooks Online. Firstly, you log into QuickBooks Online. You navigate to the Transactions section. You will be taken to the banking screen, where you can link your bank accounts and manage transactions. At the top right of the banking page, click the Link Account button. QuickBooks will open a search bar where you can search for your financial institution. Use the search bar to find your bank or credit card provider. Once you have selected your bank, you'll be prompted to enter your online banking username and password. After logging in, QuickBooks will display a list of your available bank accounts, such as checking, savings, or credit card. Choose which accounts to link to QuickBooks. Specify how far back you want to import transactions, up to 90 days of historical transactions, depending on your bank. After selecting your accounts and import settings, click Connect. QuickBooks will begin importing your bank transactions. This may take a few minutes depending on the number of transactions. Once your bank accounts are connected and transactions are imported, QuickBooks will automatically attempt to categorize them based on your previous actions or default settings. However, it's essential to review and confirm each transaction's category to ensure accuracy. QuickBooks will suggest categories for each transaction, but please review and confirm them. For each transaction, select the appropriate category from your chart of accounts. For example, categorize a rent payment under rent expense or a client payment under sales revenue. If a transaction includes multiple expenses, you can split it into multiple categories. For example, if you use one credit card transaction to pay for both office supplies and a business lunch, you can split the expense into office supplies and meals and entertainment, ensuring accurate reporting. If a transaction involves a new payee or vendor, you can add them directly from your banking screen. QuickBooks allows you to track all your payees, making it easier to analyze your expenses later. Let's say you've just started working with a new food supplier for your catering business. Adding them as a vendor in QuickBooks will help you track all related expenses, ensuring accurate records for tax time. You can also set up rules for categorizing recurring transactions automatically. For example, you can create a rule that always categorizes payments to a specific vendor under office supplies. Let's say you frequently make purchases from a particular supplier. You can create a rule in QuickBooks to automatically categorize these transactions as inventory, which saves time and ensures consistency. Reconciling your accounts ensures that the transactions recorded in QuickBooks match your bank's records, helping you catch any discrepancies and maintain accurate financial data. To start reconciling your accounts, you can click on the gear icon at the top right of the QuickBooks dashboard. You can then select Reconcile under the Tools section. You then need to select the account you want to reconcile. Input the statement ending date and balance from your most recent bank statement. QuickBooks will compare the balance in QuickBooks with your bank statement. You can then mark transactions as cleared if they appear on your bank statement. QuickBooks helps you identify discrepancies by matching imported transactions with those already entered in QuickBooks. If your QuickBooks balance doesn't match up to your bank statement, investigate the discrepancies. Once all the transactions are reconciled, click Finish Now to complete the process. If your bank isn't supported by QBO or you prefer not to connect your account directly, you can manually upload transactions. All you need to do is to log into your online banking portal and download your transactions in a CSV, QBO, or OFX file format. In QuickBooks, go to the Banking section, click Upload Transactions, and follow the prompts to upload the file. Once the transactions are uploaded, follow the same steps for categorizing and reconciling as if the transactions had been automatically imported. Connecting your bank accounts to QBO is one of the most effective ways to simplify your financial management. By automatically importing and categorizing transactions, QuickBooks saves time, reduces errors, and keeps your financial data up to date. Whether using automatic imports or manually uploading transactions, The result is streamlined bookkeeping that allows you to focus on running your business. One of the most powerful features of QBO is its ability to integrate with a wide variety of third-party apps and services. These integrations extend the functionality of QuickBooks, streamline your workflows, and automate many of your business processes. From payroll and inventory management to e-commerce and CRM systems, QBO offers integrations that can not only save you time, but they also reduce manual tasks and help you manage your business more effectively. Integrating third-party apps with QBO offers several benefits. Firstly, we have the benefit of automation. Imagine your catering business uses QuickBooks to track expenses and payroll. By integrating a payroll app, you can automate payments to staff after an event, saving you hours of manual calculations and ensuring timely payments. There's also the benefit of improved accuracy. You can eliminate manual data entry by syncing between QuickBooks and other apps. With an e-commerce integration like Shopify, sales and inventory data automatically sync with QuickBooks, reducing the chances of human error when entering sales figures. You can expand QuickBooks capabilities by adding specialized tools for inventory management, CRM, project management, and e-commerce. You can also streamline workflows by integrating all aspects of your business into QuickBooks, improving efficiency in reporting and decision making. Let's say your business uses multiple platforms, such as an e commerce website and a CRM. Integrating these with QuickBooks ensures all your financial data is centralized, simplifying reporting. To explore and set up integrations in QBO, just follow these steps. Firstly, log into QuickBooks Online, navigate to the Apps tab on the left-hand menu. This will take you to the QuickBooks App Store, where you can browse and search for apps that integrate with QuickBooks Online. You can use the search bar or browse through categories like sales, expense management, inventory, or e-commerce to find apps that meet your needs. Filter apps by industry, such as retail or professional services, or even by specific functions like reporting, payroll, or CRM. Once you find an app that fits your business, click on it to view more details, including features, pricing, and user reviews. To install the app, click Get App Now and follow the prompts to authorize the integration between QuickBooks and the third-party service. After installation, log into the third-party service and authorize the connections with QuickBooks. Configure the app to match your workflow preferences, such as mapping data fields and choosing how information is synced between QuickBooks and the app. Here are some of the most popular categories and apps that can help streamline your business operations. In the payroll and HR integration domain, we have apps like WagePoint. WagePoint is a payroll solution that automates payroll calculations, direct deposits, and tax filings, ensuring compliance with tax laws. For e-commerce businesses, integrating your online store with QBO syncs sales, payments, inventory, and customer data. We have several apps like Shopify, which is the leading e-commerce platform, and it integrates seamlessly with QuickBooks to sync orders, payments, and inventory. We also have other apps like WooCommerce and Amazon Business Purchase that are worth exploring. In the expense management and receipt tracking integration, we have apps like Expensify and Auto Entry. For inventory management integration, we have SOS Inventory and Fishbowl. These are inventory management solutions providing real-time tracking and manufacturing support. After setting up the required integrations, it's essential to customize them for optimal performance. You can review data mapping to customize how data fields are mapped between QuickBooks and the third-party app. You can also choose how often data is synced between QuickBooks and the third-party app. Let's say your business handles a high volume of transactions. Real-time syncing may be beneficial to ensure your records are always up to date. You can use the automation features of your integrations to reduce manual work, such as automated invoice generation or automated expense categorization. You can also monitor performance by regularly reviewing the performance of your integrations to ensure data is syncing correctly. If any issues arise, consult the support documentation or reach out to QuickBooks for help. Integrating third-party apps with QBO allows you to extend its functionality and tailor it to your business needs, whether automating payroll, managing inventory, or syncing e-commerce sales. These integrations save time, improve accuracy, and enhance workflows. Just imagine the time and effort saved when your payroll, inventory, and sales data are all synced automatically with QuickBooks. You will eliminate a host of manual tasks, which will allow you to focus on strategic business growth. In this exercise, we'll use Flourish Bakeries as our example business. Follow along to complete each step as we set up the company information, chart of accounts, products and services, bank accounts, and user permissions. As you watch, pause the video after each instruction to try it in your QuickBooks account. By following each step in real time, you'll gain a hands-on understanding of how to set up your own file accurately. For Flourish Bakeries, we need to enter the business's core information, set up a customized chart of accounts, add products and services, connect bank accounts, and finally, invite users and set permissions. Let's start by entering Flourish Bakery's essential details such as bank name, industry, and fiscal year. In order to do that, you first need to go to the gear icon in the upper right corner. Select Account and Settings and click Company on the left. Enter your business name, contact information, and fiscal year. Set preferences for multi-location or multi-currency if needed. Now, pause the video, log into your QuickBooks account, and add your business information. Once saved, come back to continue. Now, we'll set up a chart of accounts tailored to Flourish Bakeries. A well-organized chart of accounts is the backbone of your financial data. In order to do that, you need to click on Transactions in the left-hand menu and then select Chart of Accounts. Review the default accounts provided based on your industry and add or edit accounts as necessary. For example, create a separate marketing expense account if relevant. Pause the video and set up your chart of accounts. Add or modify categories to best reflect your business's needs. Resume the video when ready. Let's add the products and services offered by Flourish Bakeries now. This step is crucial for tracking sales and managing inventory. You need to go to Sales and then Products and Services. Click on New, select whether it's an inventory item or service, and enter details such as description, price, and associated income account. Pause the video to enter your products or services. Be sure to add any details for accurate sales tracking. Resume the video when done. Next, connect Flourish Bakery's bank account to automatically import transactions, saving time on manual entries. Click on Transactions, choose Link Account, find your bank, and follow the prompts to securely connect it to QuickBooks. Pause the video and connect your own bank account. Once connected, come back to continue. Well done! You've set up your company file in QuickBooks Online. This foundation will streamline your financial management and reporting. Now it's your turn. Try these steps on your own company file. If you need to review, feel free to rewatch any part of the process. Happy bookkeeping! In this exercise, we'll walk through advanced features in QuickBooks Online using Flourish Bakeries as our example. By practicing these features, you'll gain a deeper understanding of how to manage transactions, customize QuickBooks for your business, automate tasks, and use reports for strategic insights. Follow along by pausing the video at each step to try it for yourself in QuickBooks. This interactive approach will help you become more comfortable with these advanced functionalities. For Flourish Bakeries, we'll create and categorize transactions, customize an invoice, set up automation for recurring payments, and generate and customize a report for financial insights. Let's start by recording a transaction for a recent supply purchase and categorizing it correctly. Go to the plus new button in the upper right corner and select Expense. Enter the transaction details such as vendor name, date, and amount. For Flourish Bakeries, let's say this was a $200 purchase for bakery supplies. In the category field, select the appropriate account from your chart of accounts, like Cost of Goods Sold for supplies. Pause the video to create a similar transaction for your business, ensuring you choose the correct category. Once done, come back to proceed. Let's automate a recurring payment for Flourish Bakery's monthly rent, making it easier to manage consistent expenses. Click on Plus New, select Expense, and enter details like vendor and amount. Before saving, choose Make Recurring at the bottom of the form. Set the interval to monthly and choose an end date if needed. Pause the video to set up a recurring expense for your business like rent or a monthly vendor payment. This automation will save time by reducing manual entries. Resume when done. Congratulations! You have just explored advanced features in QuickBooks Online, from categorizing transactions and customizing invoices to setting up automation and generating reports. Now it's your turn. Try implementing these advanced tools in your own QuickBooks account. Revisit this guide anytime you want to refine your process. Happy bookkeeping! Understanding the settings in QuickBooks Online is crucial for customizing the software to fit your business's specific needs. The gear icon, often referred to as the settings menu, is your gateway to configuring various aspects of your QuickBooks account. In this guide, we'll explore the gear icon in detail, breaking down each section to help you get the most out of QuickBooks Online. The gear icon in QuickBooks Online is located in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. It serves as the central hub for all your account settings, making it easy to access and customize various features of the software. Whether you're setting up your company information, managing users, or configuring advanced settings, the gear icon is where you'll start. When you click on the gear icon, you'll see several sections. Each section contains settings that allow you to manage different aspects of your QuickBooks Online account. Let's dive into each section and explore what you can do. Starting off with the Your Company section. This section is where you manage the core details of your business and account preferences. Here's what you'll find. Account and settings. This is the heart of your QuickBooks customization. In this area, you can adjust company details such as your business name, address, and contact information. You'll also configure your company's fiscal year, accounting method, and other financial settings. Additionally, this is where you set your sales tax preferences, payment methods, and billing information. QuickBooks allows you to customize your sales forms, including invoices, estimates, and sales receipts. You can modify the layout, add your company logo, change colors, and select the specific details that appear on your forms. This ensures that your documents are consistent with your brand identity. On the Manage Users section, if you have a team, this is where you can add, remove, or manage user permissions. You can assign different roles to users such as admin, standard user, or reports only access, depending on their responsibilities. This helps you maintain control over who can access sensitive financial information. Your chart of accounts is a list of all the accounts used to categorize your financial transactions. You can add, edit, or delete accounts here, ensuring that your financial data is organized and accurately reflects your business operations. If you use QuickBooks for payroll, Payroll Settings is where you manage payroll-related settings. You can configure pay schedules, tax withholdings, benefits, and deductions, as well as set up direct deposit for your employees. The Lists section allows you to manage various lists that are essential to your business's operations. Here's what you can manage: products and services. This is where you manage the items or services you sell. You can add new products or services, edit existing ones, and set pricing. This section also allows you to track inventory, set up income and expense accounts associated with each item, and monitor stock levels. Recurring transactions. QuickBooks allows you to automate repetitive transactions such as monthly bills or invoices. In this section, you can create, edit, or delete recurring transactions, making it easier to manage your cash flow and reduce manual data entry. QuickBooks allows you to attach documents such as receipts or contracts to transactions for better record keeping. The Attachments section gives you a centralized location to view and manage all your uploaded documents. The Tools section offers various utilities to help you manage your QuickBooks data more effectively. Here's what's available. Reconcile. Reconciliation is the process of matching your QuickBooks transactions with your bank statements to ensure accuracy. This tool guides you through the reconciliation process, helping you identify and resolve discrepancies. The budgeting tool allows you to create and manage budgets for your business. You can set budgets for specific accounts or categories and track your performance against these budgets over time. This feature is crucial for financial planning and monitoring. The audit log is a powerful tool that tracks all changes made in QuickBooks. It records who made each change, when it was made, and what was changed. This is especially useful for maintaining transparency and ensuring integrity of your financial data. Imagine you're reviewing your accounts and notice some unexpected changes that don't match what you last saw. With QuickBooks Online, which allows multiple users to access the system, the audit log becomes an invaluable tool. It helps you quickly identify which users made those changes, ensuring transparency and allowing you to address any discrepancies with ease. If you need to back up your QuickBooks data or analyze it outside of the platform, you can use the Export Data tool. This tool allows you to export your data to Excel or other formats for further analysis or record keeping. Similarly, if you're migrating from another accounting system or need to upload large amounts of data, the Import Data tool simplifies this process. You can import lists of customers, suppliers, products, and more. If your business uses checks, the Order Checks tool allows you to order pre-printed checks that are compatible with QuickBooks. This ensures that your checks are properly formatted and easy to use. The Profile section is where you manage your Intuit account settings, such as the Intuit account. This is where you can update your personal information, change your password, and manage other account preferences related to your QuickBooks subscription. If you have suggestions for improving QuickBooks or encounter any issues, you can provide feedback directly to the QuickBooks team from the feedback section. Let's say your catering business serves clients who pay in various currencies. Enabling the multi-currency feature will automatically handle currency conversions. This ensures your financial records are accurate and simplifies dealing with international clients. You can explore settings by clicking on Account and Settings under your company. Here you can see Advanced in the last tab. Advanced settings allow you to fine-tune QuickBooks Online to suit your business's specific needs. This area is critical for more experienced users or those with complex business requirements. Here's what you can adjust. You can review your fiscal year, accounting method, and closure of books. If your business is project-based, you can enable the projects feature to track income, expenses, and profitability by project. If your business deals with multiple currencies, you can enable the multi-currency feature to handle transactions in various currencies. QuickBooks allows you to categorize your transactions by class or location as well. This is especially useful for businesses with multiple departments or locations. The gear icon in QuickBooks Online is your key to unlocking the full potential of the software. By exploring and configuring settings available through the gear icon, you can customize QuickBooks to fit your business's unique needs. With a solid understanding of the gear icon and its capabilities, you're well on your way to mastering QuickBooks Online and managing your business's finances with confidence and ease. Managing user access in QuickBooks Online is an essential task for any business owner or administrator. By properly configuring user roles and permissions, you can ensure that your team has the access they need to do their jobs effectively while also protecting sensitive financial information. In this guide, we'll walk through everything you need to know about working with users in QuickBooks Online, from adding new users to setting up permissions and monitoring their activities. To start working with users in QuickBooks Online, the first step is to add new users. Depending on your subscription level, you can add a certain number of users, each with their own login credentials. Here's how to add a new user. You first need to access the Manage Users page by clicking on the gear icon in the upper right corner of your screen. Under the Your Company section, select Manage Users. On the Manage Users page, click the Add User button. Enter the user's name and email address. QuickBooks will send an invitation to the email address you provide, allowing the users to set up their login credentials. QuickBooks Online offers several roles, each with different levels of access. For a detailed review, you can click on View Role Description. and it will open a sidebar with detailed description. QuickBooks Online offers several user types, each designed to fit different roles within your organization. Here's a closer look at the key user types and how they can be utilized. Company Admin. This user type has full access to all features in QuickBooks, including user management, company settings, and all financial data. Company admins are typically business owners, senior managers, or accountants who need complete control over the account. Imagine you're the owner of a catering business. As a company admin, you can manage everything from tracking inventory for events to setting up user permissions for your team, ensuring every aspect of your business runs smoothly. Standard users have customized access based on their role. For instance, you can allow a standard user to enter expenses and create invoices, but restrict access to reports and payroll. This flexibility makes standard users ideal for team members who handle specific aspects of your business's finances. Reports-only users can access and run reports but cannot make changes to transactions or settings. This role is suitable for financial analysts or stakeholders who need insights into the business's financial performance without needing to interact with the data directly. Time tracking users can only log their hours worked, making this role perfect for employees or contractors who need to track time for payroll or invoicing purposes. They do not have access to any other area of QuickBooks. QuickBooks Online allows you to invite your accountants to access your account. Accountant users have access to all accounting features but are typically restricted from user management and company settings. This allows your accountant to handle the bookkeeping and tax preparation without needing full control over your account. Let's say you have hired an external accountant to manage your financial statements and tax filings. By inviting them as an accountant user, they can perform necessary tasks like reconciling accounts and preparing tax returns while you maintain control over sensitive company settings. Once you have configured the user's roles, click Send Invite. QuickBooks will then send an email invitation to the user, who can accept it to join your QuickBooks account. Once users have been added, you may need to adjust their permissions as their roles within your company change. QuickBooks Online makes it easy to manage user permissions at any time. You can navigate back to the gear icon, select Manage Users under your company, and you'll see a list of current users. You can edit user permissions by clicking on the Edit option next to their name. You can then adjust their access based on the needs of their role. For example, you might upgrade a standard user to company admin if they take on more responsibilities. If a user no longer needs access to your QuickBooks account, you can remove them by selecting the Delete User option next to their name. Removing users who no longer need access helps maintain security and reduces the risk of unauthorized changes. Let's go through some of the best practices for managing permissions. Review permissions regularly to ensure they reflect each user's current responsibilities. Limit access to sensitive areas such as payroll and banking to only those who need it. Use the audit log to monitor changes made by users, ensuring that all modifications are authorized and appropriate. QuickBooks Online includes an audit log that records all activities within your account. This tool is invaluable for tracking who made changes, what changes were made, and when they occurred. Here's how to use the audit log. Go to the gear icon and select Audit Log under the Tools section. The audit log will display a list of all activities within your QuickBooks account, including logins, changes to transactions, and updates to settings. You can filter this list by user, date, or type of activity to find specific information. If you notice any unexpected changes, you can click on the activity to see more details. This feature is particularly useful for identifying and resolving discrepancies in your financial data. For further analysis or record keeping, you can export the audit log to a spreadsheet. In order to use the audit log effectively, regularly review the audit log to ensure all changes are authorized. Use filters to quickly find specific activities, such as changes to financial data or user permissions. Investigate any unusual activity promptly to address potential issues before they escalate. Managing users in QuickBooks Online is more than just adding names to a list. It's about ensuring that your team has the right tools and access to perform their jobs while keeping your financial data secure. By following these steps outlined in this guide, you can effectively add users, manage their permissions, monitor their activities, and collaborate with your accountant. With these strategies in place, you can focus on what matters most, growing your business with confidence and peace of mind. The chart of accounts is the backbone of your financial record keeping. It serves as the framework for organizing all your financial transactions, making it easier to manage your business's finances, generate accurate reports, and stay on top of your accounting tasks. In this section, we'll explore what the chart of accounts is, how to set it up, and how to manage it effectively to ensure your financial data is organized and accurate. The chart of accounts is a list of all the accounts your business uses to categorize and track financial transactions. Each account in the chart of accounts is a type of category that helps you organize your transactions, such as income, expenses, assets, liabilities, and equity. By categorizing transactions correctly, you can see where your money is coming from, where it's going, and how your business is performing financially. Imagine you're running a catering business. You have income coming from event bookings, equipment rentals, and special services like custom cakes. By setting up accounts for each of these revenue streams, you can easily track which areas of your business are most profitable and where you might want to invest more resources. Let's explore some key components of the chart of accounts. Starting off with the income accounts. These accounts track the revenue your business earns from selling products or services. Examples include sales revenue and service income. If you cater both private parties and corporate events, you might create separate income accounts for each to track which type of event brings in more revenue. The expense accounts track the money your business spends on various activities, such as office supplies, rent, and utilities. The asset accounts represent what your business owns, such as bank accounts, accounts receivable, and inventory. If you purchase a new delivery van for your catering business, you'd record this in an asset account labeled Vehicle Catering Van. The liability accounts track what your business owes, such as accounts payable and loans payable. Suppose you take out a loan to expand your kitchen facilities. You would create a liability account named Kitchen Expansion Loan to track payments and remaining balance. The equity accounts represent the owner's interest in the business, including owner's equity and retained earnings. When you first set up your company in QuickBooks Online, The software automatically creates a basic chart of accounts based on the industry you selected. However, it's essential to review and customize this chart of accounts to ensure it accurately reflects your business's unique requirements. To begin setting up or customizing your chart of accounts, go to the gear icon by clicking in the upper right corner of your QuickBooks dashboard. Under the Your Company section, select Chart of Accounts. QuickBooks Online provides a set of default accounts based on your industry. These accounts are a good starting point, but you'll want to review them to make sure they align with your specific business operations. Look through the list and consider whether each account is relevant to your business. Suppose your catering business frequently rents out kitchen space. If the default chart of accounts doesn't include a rental income account, you'll want to add this to properly track that income stream. If you need to track financial activities that aren't covered by the default accounts, you can easily add new accounts to your chart of accounts. You might create a new account called Event Catering Revenue to separately track the income from catering services at events. Under this, you could set up sub-accounts like weddings, corporate events, and private parties to gain more detailed insights into your business performance. To do this, click New at the top right of the Chart of Accounts page. Choose the account type, which would be income in this example. Select a detail type that best describes the account. For example, under income, you might choose sales of product income or service fee income. Name the account by entering a descriptive name for the account. This name should clearly indicate what the account is used for, such as consulting income or office rent. In our example, we can name the account as Event Catering Revenue. Once the parent account labeled Event Catering Revenue is set, you can add sub-accounts under it. If you want to create more detailed tracking, you can set up sub-accounts under a parent account. For example, you might have a main utilities account with sub-accounts for electricity, water, and internet. You can check the preview of this new account by clicking on the New Account Preview option. Once you have entered all the necessary details, click Save to add the account to your chart of accounts. Over time, you may need to make changes to your chart of accounts. QuickBooks makes it easy to edit or delete accounts as needed. First, you locate the account you want to edit or delete in the Chart of Accounts list. To edit an account, click the drop-down arrow next to the account name and select Edit. Make your changes and click Save and Close. To delete an account, click the drop-down arrow and select Make Inactive. QuickBooks will prompt you to confirm the deactivation. Note that deleting an account does not remove the transactions associated with it. Instead, the account is made inactive and hidden from the list. The chart of accounts is the foundation of your financial management. By understanding how to set it up, customize it, and use it effectively, thereby ensuring that your financial data is organized, accurate, and insightful. Stay tuned as we dive into some more useful tips for setting up your chart of accounts and managing transactions efficiently. In this section, we'll delve deeper into the essential role the chart of accounts plays in your financial management practices. We'll explore advanced customization techniques, practical tips for organizing your accounts, and best practices for managing your financial transactions. By the end of this module, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of how to tailor the chart of accounts to meet your specific business needs. Let's get started. The first tip is to just keep it simple. Avoid creating too many accounts, as this can make your financial reports harder to read. Focus on the key categories that are most important for your business. Instead of creating multiple accounts for minor expenses, you can consider consolidating them under broader categories like miscellaneous expenses, especially if the individual amounts are small. Use consistent naming conventions. Consistent account names make it easier to find and categorize transactions. For example, all income accounts could start with income hyphen, and all expense accounts could start with expense hyphen. In your catering business, you might use names like income hyphen catering services. Periodically review your chart of accounts to ensure it still aligns with your business operations. As your business grows or changes, you may need to add or adjust accounts. For example, as your catering business expands, you might add new accounts for event, equipment rentals, or marketing expenses to better track these growing areas of your business. Once your chart of accounts is set up, it becomes the foundation for recording and categorizing all your business transactions. Every time you enter a transaction, whether it's a sale, an expense, a payment, or a transfer, it will be categorized into one of the accounts in your chart of accounts. When you enter a transaction in QuickBooks, you'll need to select the appropriate account from your chart of accounts. Properly categorizing transactions is crucial for accurate financial reporting. Here's how it works. First, you select the transaction type. Whether you're entering an expense, creating an invoice, or recording a bank deposit, start by selecting the transaction type from the plus button in QuickBooks. Then choose the account. For each transaction, choose the correct account from the drop-down menu. For example, if you're entering an expense for office supplies, you would select the office supplies expense account. Enter the details. Complete the rest of the transaction details, such as the amount, date, and vendor or customer. Once everything is entered correctly, save the transaction. It will automatically be categorized in the chosen account. Let's go through some of the best practices for managing transactions. I can't stress this enough, but regularly review and categorize transactions. Make it a habit to review and categorize transactions weekly or monthly to stay on top of your finances. Set aside time each week to review your business's transactions, ensuring they are all categorized correctly. This makes your financial reports more accurate and helps you spot trends or issues early. Reconcile accounts monthly. Monthly reconciliations help catch errors early and ensure your financial data is accurate. By reconciling your accounts each month, you can quickly identify and correct any discrepancies, such as a missed vendor payment or an unrecorded client deposit. Use sub-accounts for detailed tracking. If you need to track specific details within a broader category, use sub-accounts to organize transactions without cluttering your main chart of accounts. No two businesses are exactly alike, and your chart of accounts should reflect the unique aspects of your operations. QuickBooks allows you to fully customize your chart of accounts to suit your business needs. If your business operates in a specialized industry, you may need to create accounts that are specific to that industry. For example, let's say your business is in the construction sector. You might create accounts for job costs, subcontractor payments, and materials and supplies in addition. For the retail sector, consider setting up accounts for inventory shrinkage, cost of goods sold, and sales discounts. For service-based businesses, you may want to create accounts like consulting income, travel expenses, and project revenue. Sub-accounts are often underestimated, but they are a powerful feature in QuickBooks Online that allow you to create more detailed tracking within a broader category. For example, instead of having a single utilities account, create sub-accounts for electricity, water, and internet. This gives you a clearer picture of where your money is going. QuickBooks allows you to rename the accounts in your chart of accounts to better reflect your business terminology. For example, if you prefer rent expense to office rent, you can easily change the name. This helps ensure your financial reports use language that makes sense to you and your team. As your business evolves, some accounts may no longer be needed. Instead of deleting these accounts, you can make them inactive in QuickBooks Online. You just locate the account you want to archive in the chart of accounts and click on the drop-down arrow next to the account and select Make Inactive. The account will be hidden from your active list but can be reactivated again if needed. Take the time to review and refine your chart of accounts regularly, and don't hesitate to customize it to suit your business's unique needs. With a well-organized chart of accounts, you'll be able to track your business's financial performance more effectively, generate consistent and accurate reports, and ultimately drive your business towards greater success. Customizing your invoices and sales forms in QBO is essential for creating a professional and personalized customer experience. By tailoring your forms to reflect your business's unique identity, you ensure that every interaction with your customers looks polished and consistent. Whether you want to add your logo, adjust the color scheme, or include custom fields, QuickBooks makes it easy to modify your invoices, estimates, and sales receipts to suit your needs. Customizing your invoices and sales forms offers several advantages. Firstly, there is the benefit of professional appearance. A well-designed, branded invoice reinforces your company's professionalism and also helps you make a great impression on customers. Imagine you're running a catering business and send out an invoice that features your logo and brand colors. This polished, professional appearance enhances your credibility with clients, leaving a positive impression after each event. Adding your logo, color scheme, and business details creates a consistent look across all customer communication, thereby helping you out on your brand consistency. Including custom fields relevant to your business ensures all necessary details are communicated clearly to customers. For example, adding a custom field like event date for your catering services ensures your clients have clear information about when services were provided. Setting up default options like payment terms and messages reduces time spent editing each invoice manually. By setting default payment terms like net 30, you reduce the need to manually enter terms for each invoice, which saves you a bunch of time. There are a few steps for accessing custom form styles in QBO, which are: firstly, you log into QuickBooks Online go to the gear icon. Under the Your Company section, click on Custom Form Styles. This will take you to a page where you can create, edit, and manage your invoice, estimate, and sales receipt templates. If you want to start from scratch or create a new invoice template, you click on the New Style in the Custom Form Styles page. Choose a template from the several layout options QuickBooks provides. Select a template that best suits your business's needs. In the Design tab, customize the look and feel of your form by uploading your company logo, choosing a color that matches your brand identity, and selecting a font style that aligns with your brand. You can also rename the form if needed. For example, call it Invoice or Bill of Sale depending on your industry. As you make changes, QuickBooks provides a real-time preview on the right side of the screen, allowing you to see how the form will look before saving. Next, customize the content and fields on your invoices and sales forms to include relevant information for your business. You can click on the Content tab in the Custom Form Styles editor to customize the form sections. You can customize the header, body, and footer as well. For example, in the footer of your catering services, you might include a message like, "Thank you for choosing us for your event. We look forward to serving you again." This leaves a positive impression with clients. If specific information is needed, add custom fields in the Custom Fields section. For example, you can add fields for customer PO number or job description. Customizing the messages and payment options helps improve communication with your customers. You can click the Emails tab in the Custom Form Styles editor to set the default email message for invoices, estimates, and sales receipts. You can also personalize the email message by editing the subject line and body of the email. Once you have customized your form, set it as the default for future transactions. On the Custom Form Styles page, find your newly created form and click the drop-down arrow next to it. Select Make Default to use it for future invoices, estimates, or sales receipts. Before sending a customized invoice or sales form, always preview to see how it will look to your customer. On the Custom Form Styles page, you can preview next to any form to see how it will appear to customers. Customizing your invoices and sales forms in QBO allows you to create a professional, branded experience for your customers. By personalizing your forms with your logo, colors, and tailored content, you can improve customer satisfaction while streamlining your billing process. Imagine the impact of sending a well-designed invoice that reflects your brand's identity. Clients are more likely to see you as a professional, trustworthy business, which can lead to repeat business and stronger relationships. Effectively tracking expenses and bills is essential for managing your business's finances and also maintaining an accurate picture of your cash flow. QBO makes it easy to record, categorize, and pay bills, helping you streamline your expense management and keep your accounts accurate and up to date. Tracking your expenses and bills is critical for accurate financial records. You can properly categorize expenses, which helps you ensure your financial reports are correct. Imagine you run a catering business and regularly purchase supplies from multiple vendors. Properly tracking and categorizing these expenses ensures that your profit and loss report reflects an accurate picture of your costs and profitability. Monitoring unpaid bills also allows you to manage your cash flow effectively and stay on top of payment deadlines. For example, By tracking your upcoming payments to suppliers for catering events, you can ensure you have enough cash flow to cover expenses while still meeting other financial obligations. Accurately recording expenses also ensures you can claim eligible deductions and simplify the tax filing process. Recording all your business expenses for kitchen equipment, for example, helps you maximize deductions during tax season, reducing your overall tax liability. Expenses in QuickBooks refer to payments your business makes for things like supplies, services, rent, or utilities. Recording these expenses keeps track of where your money is going. To enter an expense, all you need to do is you log into your account from your web browser, and then you navigate to the expense section from the left-hand menu. Click on the Expenses tab to view all your recent expenses and bills. To create a new expense, you can click on the plus New button in the upper left corner and select Expenses from the drop-down menu. To enter the expense details, you first need to add the payee. You can select from a list of vendor or payees you already have, or if new, you can add the vendor by entering their details. You can choose the account used for payment, be it checking, credit card, or so forth. You can enter the date of the expense. And finally, you can select the appropriate expense category from your chart of accounts. You can also attach a receipt by clicking Attach File and uploading a photo or scanned copy. For example, after purchasing food supplies for an event, snap a photo of the receipt and attach it to the expense in QuickBooks, ensuring your records are organized and complete. You can click Save and Close to finish, or Save and New to enter additional expenses. Bills in QuickBooks refer to amounts you owe to vendors or suppliers. Recording bills helps track what's due and when payments need to be made. To enter a bill, go to the plus New button from the QuickBooks dashboard and then select Bill under the Vendors column. Choose the vendor from the drop-down. If the vendor is new, you can click plus Add New to enter their account details. You can select whether the bill is due on receipt or net 15 or net 30 days. You can also select the date the bill was issued. You can also set the due date for payment. And finally, you can enter a reference number or bill number if provided. To select expense categories, you can choose the appropriate categories for each line item, be it utilities, supplies, or so on. For example, let's say there was a catering event. You might categorize expenses for that event in cost lines such as event staffing and utilities, which will help you track your costs more accurately. You can upload a scanned copy or photo of the bill by clicking Upload from this device. You can click Save and Close to record the bill. After entering bills, QuickBooks allows you to easily track and pay these bills. To pay a bill, you navigate to the Expenses tab by clicking on the Expenses tab, then the Vendors tab to see all vendor bills. You select the bill to pay and click Make Payment. To enter payment details, we can add the payment date, the payment account, and the payment amount. Finally, you click Save and Close to mark the bill as paid. For recurring expenses, such as rent or utilities, you can set up recurring transactions to automate their recording. To set up recurring expenses or bills, you just create a new bill or expense, and before saving, click the Make Recurring option at the bottom of the form. To customize recurring settings, you can enter a template name to this recurring expense, select a suitable type, such as scheduled or a reminder, or even unscheduled. Mention if it needs to be created in advance. You can also mention the days here. Choose how often the transaction repeats, be it weekly, monthly, or yearly, by selecting the appropriate interval. You can set start and end dates as well. Click Save Template to complete setup. Tracking expenses and bills in QuickBooks Online simplifies your accounting processes and helps maintain an accurate view of your financial health. By regularly recording expenses, managing bills, and utilizing reporting tools, you can keep your accounts organized, meet your financial obligations, and make informed financial decisions with confidence. With automated recurring transactions and easy to access reports, you can focus more on growing your business and less on chasing down payments. Managing items and services in QBO is essential for businesses that sell products or offer services. Properly setting up and tracking your items and services allows for smoother invoicing, effective inventory management, and accurate sales and expense tracking. Whether you are a retailer handling product stock or a service provider managing different types of jobs, QBO makes it easy to keep everything organized in one place. Managing items and services in QBO offers several benefits. You have the benefit of efficient invoicing, which minimizes manual entry. Imagine you're a catering business preparing an invoice for a client. By having all your menu items and services preset in QuickBooks, you can easily add each service to the invoice, ensuring accuracy and saving time. You can track stock levels and update inventory in real time as you sell products, helping prevent stock shortages or overstocking. Let's say your catering business stocks ingredients and supplies. QuickBooks will help you monitor inventory levels, ensuring you're never out of key items like tableware or specific ingredients. You can also monitor the costs associated with the products or services, which provides insights into your profitability. Tracking the cost of specific menu items gives you a clear view of how much you are spending versus earning on each dish, allowing you to adjust pricing if necessary. You can also categorize items and services correctly to ensure your sales and expense reports are reliable. Let's say for your catering business, by categorizing catering services separately from product sales, such as rentals, you can generate detailed financial reports to analyze profitability in different areas of your business. So let's get started and manage items and services in QBO. To begin, navigate to the gear icon and select Products and Services under the Lists menu. Alternatively, you can click on Sales and then select Products and Services from the tab on the right. This area allows you to manage all the items and services your business offers. Let's start by setting up a new service item. Click on New at the top right and select Service from the options. For this example, we'll create a service called Consulting Services. In the Name field, enter Consulting Services. In the Description field, provide a detailed description of the service, such as Professional Consulting Services by the hour. The description will appear on your invoices and sales forms. Next, set the rate for your consulting services. Let's say we charge $200 per hour. Enter this rate in the sales price rate field. Then choose the appropriate income account. Typically, this would be service revenue, or a similar account that aligns with your chart of accounts. This ensures that your income is accurately categorized. If you want to track the sale of this service based on purchases, check the I purchased this product from a vendor box. This is useful if you need to keep track of subcontracted services or any associated costs. For now, we'll leave it unchecked. Once you've filled out all the necessary details, click Save and Close. Your consulting services item is now ready for use in invoices and sales transactions. Next, let's set up a non-inventory item. Click on New again, and this time select Non-Inventory. For this example, we'll create a non-inventory item called Office Supplies. Enter Office Supplies in the Name field. In the Description field, provide details such as general office supplies like paper, pens, and other consumables. If you have a standard price for these supplies, enter it in the Sales Price Rate field. Let's leave this blank for now, as prices can vary. Select the income account for sales of these items like product sales. If you want to track the purchase of these supplies, check the I purchased this product service from a vendor box. Enter the purchase information such as the cost and expense account. For example, supplies and materials might be your expense account. Once all details are filled in, click Save and Close. Your office supplies item is now set up for both sales and purchases, allowing for accurate tracking and reporting. With these new items set up, let's explore how to manage existing ones. In the Products and Services list, you can edit, make inactive, or run reports on your items. Simply click the drop-down arrow next to any items to access these options. This flexibility ensures you can keep your item list up to date and relevant to your business operations. By mastering the setup of service and non-inventory items, you ensure that your QuickBooks Online account accurately reflects your business activities. This precision is key to effective financial management and reporting. Thanks for joining us in this module, and stay tuned for more advanced QuickBooks Online tips and tricks. Until next time, happy bookkeeping! The chart of accounts is essential for organized financial tracking. Using Flourish Bakeries as our guide, we'll practice setting up, customizing, and organizing accounts for streamlined reporting. Pause the video to complete each step in your QuickBooks account, ensuring hands-on practice. For Flourish Bakeries, we'll review the default accounts, add custom accounts for detailed tracking, and organize accounts with sub-accounts. Let's start by reviewing the default accounts to ensure they align with the business's financial needs. Go to the Settings gear icon and select Chart of Accounts under your company. Look through the provided accounts like sales revenue and office supplies to identify which ones apply to Flourish Bakeries. Pause the video and review your own chart of accounts. This step helps you identify gaps for adding new accounts. Resume when ready. Sub-accounts can provide detailed insight without cluttering the main categories. Let's organize expenses for Flourish Bakeries, like categorizing utility costs. Create a parent account called Utilities and add sub-accounts like electricity and water underneath. Ensure these sub-accounts align with your chart of accounts structure for streamlined reporting. Pause the video to create or organize sub-accounts in your QuickBooks account. This step helps with clear financial insights. Resume when ready. By customizing your chart of accounts, you create a tailored financial system that grows with your business. Try setting up accounts and sub-accounts based on your unique needs for better data clarity. Customizing invoices and sales forms is essential for presenting a professional and branded experience to clients. In this exercise, we'll use Flourish Bakeries to set up personalized forms. Pause the video to complete each step interactively in your own QuickBooks account. For Flourish Bakeries, we'll create a custom invoice style, add branded elements like a logo and color scheme, and include a custom field for event date to provide specific information for clients. Let's start by setting up a unique invoice style tailored to Flourish Bakeries. Click on Settings in the upper right corner and select Custom Form Styles. On the Custom Form Styles page, click New Style and choose Invoice to begin creating a custom template. Pause the video and start a new custom form style in your QuickBooks account. Once you have named your form, resume the video to continue. Now, let's add branded details to the form, such as a logo, color scheme, and font. In the Design tab, upload your company logo, adjust the logo size and placement, select a brand color, and choose a professional font style. Use the real-time preview to see how your changes will appear to customers. Pause the video to add similar branding details to your invoice form. Resume when ready to proceed. Next, we'll customize the form's content to include an event date field, helping the Flourish Bakeries clients clearly see when services were provided. In the Content tab, customize the form's header, body, and footer sections. Under Custom Fields, click Add Field and create a field named Event Date. Set default payment terms such as net 30 to reduce time spent manually editing each invoice. Pause the video to add a custom field and set your payment terms. Resume when done. Finally, let's set this customized form as the default for future transactions and preview it to ensure it looks polished. Save and exit the editor. Back on the Custom Form Styles page, find your new template and select Make Default. Preview the form to confirm it aligns with your business branding. Pause the video, set your form as the default, and preview it. Come back for the conclusion. You have now personalized your invoices and sales forms in QuickBooks Online, adding branding elements and custom fields to create a consistent, professional appearance. Try implementing similar steps to strengthen your brand's identity.
Hi, from everyone at Simon Says It. We hope you're enjoying this training lesson. Please like this video to show your support for the channel. If you want to take your learning further, earn a certificate for this course, and gain access to over 200 courses ad-free, click up there and go to simonsaysit.com. Thanks for watching, and back to the course.
Effectively setting up and managing customers in QBO is key to streamlining your invoicing process, maintaining accurate records, and delivering excellent customer service. With QuickBooks, you can easily organize your customer information, track outstanding balances, manage payment histories, and follow up on overdue invoices. Having a well-organized customer database ensures that your business runs smoothly and that customers receive prompt and professional service. In this guide, we'll walk you through how to set up new customers, manage customer details, and monitor transactions in QBO. Setting up and managing customers properly in QBO offers several benefits. We can keep all customer information centralized, making it easy to create invoices track payment, and follow up on outstanding balances. There's also the advantage of faster invoicing. Once customer information is stored, you can quickly generate invoices and sales forms without re-entering the details. You can track unpaid invoices and overdue payments, which help you maintain a clear view of your cash flow. There's also the benefit of enhanced customer service because you are keeping a detailed customer database, which helps you provide better support, manage payment histories, and build stronger relationships with your customers. Setting up new customers in QBO is simple and ensures that their information is readily available for invoicing and financial management. To add a new customer, you navigate to the Customers section from the left-hand menu by clicking on Sales and then selecting Customers. This will take you to the Customers page. In the upper right corner, you can click the New Customer button to add a new customer profile. Enter customer details such as the customer name, email address, phone number, billing address, payment terms, tax information, preferred payment method, and any additional details, such as specific details around discounts or project info. For catering events, you might add a note about special discounts offered for repeat customers or the type of services requested. Click Save to add the customer to your list. QuickBooks allows you to manage and update customer information whenever necessary. Keeping these details up to date ensures accurate invoicing and effective customer communication. To edit customer details, navigate to the Customers page, select the customer, and edit to modify details such as contact information, payment terms, tax settings, or so forth. Save the changes by clicking Save after making the updates. To deactivate a customer, click Edit, make inactive. Tracking customer transactions and payments is essential for effective cash flow management and ensuring timely collections. To view customer transactions, head over to the Customers section. Select a customer by clicking on the customer's name to view their transaction history, including invoices, payments, and credits. Filter by transaction type to focus on specific activities, such as invoices in this example. To track outstanding invoices, from the customer's profile, review unpaid invoices and monitor their status by checking Unpaid Invoices. For overdue invoices, select the invoice and click Send Reminder to notify the customer. For example, if a client's payment for a catering event is overdue, you can send a polite reminder directly from QuickBooks, helping you maintain timely payments. When receiving a payment, click New, Receive Payment, enter payment details, and match it with the appropriate invoice. QBO offers a variety of reports to help analyze customer data and track sales, outstanding balances, and performance. There are several key customer reports we can use. Starting off with the Accounts Receivable Aging Summary, it helps you track overdue payments and manage accounts receivable effectively. The Sales by Customer Summary helps you identify top customers and monitor revenue growth. The Customer Balance Detail gives you a detailed view of unpaid invoices and credits. The Open Invoices report allows you to check which invoices are still unpaid to take necessary follow-up actions. Setting up and managing customers in QBO helps you stay organized, streamlines invoicing, and maintains accurate financial records. QuickBooks customer management fees and robust reporting tools offer insights into outstanding balances, overdue payments, and customer trends. helping you manage your business effectively and maintaining steady cash flow. Creating and sending invoices in QBO is a simple yet powerful way to manage your business's cash flow and ensure timely payments from customers. With QuickBooks, you can quickly generate professional-looking invoices, customize them to suit your brand, and send them directly to your customers via email. In this module, we'll walk you through the step-by-step process of creating and sending invoices in QBO. Before creating and sending invoices, it's important to set up your invoice template and customize it to match your business's branding. You log into QBO and navigate to the custom form styles by clicking on the gear icon in the upper right corner of your screen. You then select Custom Form Styles under the Your Company section. Click New Style, then choose Invoice to start customizing your invoice form. You can design your invoice by updating the logo, color scheme, font, form name, and fields according to your requirements. Set the payment terms in the Content section. You need to ensure your default payment terms, for example, net 30, due on receipt, are set. These will automatically appear on all future invoices. Once your template is set up, you can start creating invoices for your customers. QuickBooks simplifies the process with automated features that help you fill in customer details and the product service information as well. To create an invoice, navigate to the Invoice section. From the dashboard, click on the New button in the top left corner, then select Invoice under the Customers column. In the Customer drop-down, choose the customer you want to invoice. If the customer isn't in your system yet, click plus Add New to create a new customer profile. Enter the invoice details such as the invoice date, due date, and the billing address. Under the Product Services column, select the items or services you're invoicing for. QuickBooks will auto-populate the item's description, rate, and quantity. For example, if your catering business offers both event catering and equipment rentals, you can quickly add both services to the same invoice. If the product or service is not yet in your list, click plus Add New to create a new entry. Review and adjust quantities or prices by updating the quantity, price, or discount for each item if needed. The subtotal will automatically adjust based on the entered information. You can include additional notes in the Message on Invoice section or attach files such as contracts or terms. For a large catering event, for example, attaching a contract that details specific terms and conditions provides clarity for both you and the client. QuickBooks calculates taxes based on your settings and the customer's location. Review the total amount, including taxes, discounts, and subtotal. Click Save and Close if done, or Save and Send to email the invoice directly to the customer. QBO makes it easy to send invoices directly to your customers via email, ensuring they receive the invoice quickly and conveniently. After creating the invoice, click Save and Send to start the email process. QuickBooks generates a default email with the invoice attached. You can customize the subject line and message. For example, in the subject line, you can add your business name. In the email body, you can add the customer name, amount, and thank them for their business. If you have set up online payment options, such as credit card or bank transfer, check the Accept Online Payments box. Offering online payments for catering services makes it easier for customers to settle their invoices quickly, thereby improving your cash flow. Once the email message is ready, click Send and Close. The invoice will be emailed to the customer, and QuickBooks will track when they open it. Once the invoice is sent, QuickBooks allows you to track its status and manage payments easily. Go to the Invoices section and review the invoice status. QuickBooks updates the status of each invoice, which helps you track unpaid invoices and follow up with customers if required. For overdue invoices, select the invoice, then click Send Reminder to email a gentle reminder to the customer. To record payments, click on Receive Payment from the New button and selecting Receive Payment under the Customers column. Choose the customer who made the payment and select the appropriate invoice from their open invoices. Record the payment date, amount, and method. Click Save and Close to mark the invoice as paid. Creating and sending invoices in QBO is a straightforward process that helps you manage your cash flow, improve customer relationships, and ensure timely payments. By customizing your invoice templates, setting up online payment options, and tracking invoice statuses, you can streamline your invoicing workflow and focus on growing your business. Receiving and applying payments in QBO is a crucial part of managing your cash flow and ensuring that your accounts remain active and up to date. Whether a customer pays you by credit card, bank transfer, or check, QuickBooks allows you to record and apply those payments directly to the outstanding invoices. In this module, we'll walk you through how to record and apply payments in QBO, ensuring your books are always balanced and up to date. Once a customer has paid you, it's important to record the payment in QuickBooks so that your accounts reflect the updated cash flow and customer balances. To record a payment, log into QBO and navigate to the Receive Payment section. You can access this option from the dashboard by clicking on the New button in the upper left corner and selecting Receive Payment under the Customers column. In the Customer dropdown, choose the customer who made the payment, and QuickBooks will automatically display a list of that customer's open invoices. Enter the payment details, such as the payment date and the payment method. For a catering business, you might receive deposits via bank transfer and final payments via credit card at the end of the event. You can also add a reference number, which is optional. For payments made by check or bank transfer, you can enter the reference number for tracking purposes. In the Deposit To option, you can select the account where the payment will be deposited, such as a checking account or the undeposited funds account. In the Outstanding Transactions section, QuickBooks will display all open invoices for the customer. Enter the amount received and apply it to the appropriate invoice by checking the box next to each invoice. If the customer made a partial payment, enter the amount they paid in the Amount Received field. QuickBooks will automatically apply the payment and keep the invoice marked as partially paid until the remaining balance is paid. For example, if a customer pays a deposit for an upcoming catering event, record it as a partial payment and leave the invoice open for the remaining balance. Once you have reviewed all the details, click Save and Close to record the payment. If you need to record another payment, click Save and New. When you record a payment in QuickBooks, it's essential to apply the payment to the appropriate open invoices. This ensures that your customer balances are accurate and you avoid duplicate payments or outstanding invoices that should be closed. When you select a customer, QuickBooks will automatically display all outstanding invoices for that customer in the Outstanding Transactions section. If the payment amount matches the invoice total, QuickBooks will automatically apply the full payment to the invoice. For partial payments, enter the amount received in the Amount Received field, and QuickBooks will mark the invoice as partially paid. If a customer has multiple open invoices, you can allocate the payment across several invoices by entering the amount to be applied to each one. Sometimes customer may pay part of an invoice, leaving a balance that needs to be collected later. QuickBooks makes it easy to track partial payments and outstanding balances. To enter a partial payment in the Amount Received field, enter the amount that the customer has paid. If it's less than the full invoice total, QuickBooks will mark the invoice as partially paid. The invoice is going to remain open with the outstanding balance clearly displayed. QuickBooks will track the unpaid portion so you can follow up with the customer for the remaining payment. When the customer pays the remaining balance, go back to Receive Payment and apply the new payment to the open invoice. If you have chosen to deposit payments in an undeposited funds account, you'll need to record the actual bank deposit once the payment is deposited into your bank account. To record a bank deposit, navigate to Bank Deposits from the New button in the dashboard and selecting Bank Deposits under the Other column. QuickBooks will display all payments recorded in the undeposited funds account. Check the boxes next to the payments you want to include in the bank deposit. In the Deposit To field, select the bank account where the funds will be deposited, such as checking or savings. Enter the deposit date and click Save and Close to complete the process, marking the funds as deposited in your QuickBooks account. To track customer payments, go to the Customers section, select a customer, and view their transaction history. This includes all recorded payments, outstanding invoices, and credits. As we discussed, QuickBooks streamlines the payment process, allowing you to easily track outstanding invoices, monitor partial payments, and generating reports to stay on top of your accounts receivable. With these tools, you'll be able to manage customer payments efficiently, improve your cash flow, and maintain accurate financial records. Managing sales tax in QBO is an essential task for ensuring compliance with government regulations and keeping your business's finances in order. QuickBooks Online simplifies the process by automating tax calculations, tracking tax liabilities, and generating tax reports, making it easier to manage your sales tax responsibilities. In this guide, we'll walk through how to set up, track, and file sales tax in QBO, ensuring your business remains tax compliant. Managing sales tax efficiently in QBO offers several benefits. To start off, you have the benefit of accurate tax calculations. Automatically calculate sales tax for each transaction based on the customer's location and applicable tax rates. You can also ensure that your business complies with federal and provincial sales tax regulations. You can generate accurate sales tax reports to track tax liabilities and file returns with ease. due to the streamlined reporting. You can also stay on top of tax payments and filing deadlines to avoid penalties and interest. To start managing sales tax, you must first enable it in your QuickBooks Online account. Go to the Taxes section and see the available options that QBO offers you to manage your taxes in QBO. With QBO, you can easily manage and file your tax returns following the guidelines of IRS. Click on Year-End Filing. This option will ask if you file your return by yourself or an accountant does that for you. Let's go over other options such as sales tax, income tax, and the 1099 filing required in the US. As we click on sales tax, it will give an option to start from the scratch by clicking on Get Started if this is your first time. As we click on Get Started, QBO will confirm your address as initially entered while making an account in QBO. Then select the relevant tax agencies depending upon the state that your business is registered in. As this business is registered in Texas, it will automatically select the relevant tax agency, which is the Texas State Comptroller. Now from there, you can select the frequency of filing sales tax return by selecting annual, semi-annual, quarterly, or monthly. By selecting monthly, for instance, it will ask you another confirmation. Here, it will ensure that you need to add another tax agency if working in any other state as well. We select No here and proceed to the next step. Finally, review the tax agency and frequency and click Finish. Now you are all set up to record your sales tax by using QBO. Once your sales tax is set up, QuickBooks automatically calculates and applies the appropriate tax rate to your invoices, sales receipts, and bills. QuickBooks will automatically apply the appropriate sales tax based on the customer's location and the type of product or service being sold. QuickBooks also displays the tax code based on the customer's province or territory. Adjust the tax code if necessary. For example, in rare circumstances, the customer might be tax exempt. QuickBooks then calculates the total sales tax automatically and includes it in the invoice or sales receipt. You can review the tax amount before sending the document. Click Save and Send to email the invoice or sales receipt to your customer with the tax amount included. To apply sales tax to purchases, enter a bill or expense. QuickBooks allows you to track the sales tax you paid to suppliers. You select the appropriate tax code by choosing the tax code that applies to the purchase. QuickBooks will automatically calculate the sales tax. Click Save and Close to record the transaction and track the tax amount. QBO automatically tracks your sales tax liabilities as you record transactions. This makes it easy to see how much tax you owe and prepare for filing your tax returns. Now let's discuss how to view sales tax liabilities. You first go to the Sales Tax Center. QuickBooks will display the total sales tax you have collected and paid along with the net amount owed to tax authorities. You'll also see your tax filing periods and receive notifications when it's time to file your tax return. Managing sales tax in QBO helps you stay compliant with federal and provincial tax laws while simplifying the process of tracking, filing, and paying sales tax. By automating tax calculations, tracking liabilities in real time, and generating accurate reports, QuickBooks ensures that your sales tax records are always up to date and ready for filing. Issuing refunds and credits is a routine part of managing your business, whether due to product returns, service cancellations, or billing adjustments. QBO also simplifies this process, allowing you to efficiently manage refunds and credits while keeping your financial records accurate and up to date. In this module, we'll walk you through how to issue refunds and credits in QBO, ensuring your business maintains an organized and professional approach to customer service. Issuing refunds and credits using QBO offers several benefits. We have the benefit of accurate customer balances. This ensures customer accounts are updated with any credits or refunds, which keeps the balances up to date. Efficient record keeping. You can track refunds and credits properly to maintain accurate financial reports and avoid discrepancies. Issuing refunds and credits quickly and professionally improves customer satisfaction as well. And lastly, the benefit of compliant financial reporting, ensuring your revenues and expenses reflect accurate figures after refunds or credits are issued. A credit memo is used when you want to apply credit to a customer's account, which can be used towards future purchases or to reduce the amount owed on a current invoice. To create a credit memo, navigate to the Credit Memo section. From the dashboard, you can click the plus New button on the upper left corner, then select Credit Memo under the Customers column. Choose the customer for whom you are issuing the credit memo. For example, if a client reduces their headcount after booking, you can issue a credit memo for the difference in cost. For example, if a catering client reduces their headcount after booking, you can issue a credit memo for the difference in cost. Enter the credit details such as the date, products or services, and the amount. This is where you enter the credit amount. QuickBooks will calculate the correct tax based on the original sale if applicable. You can also add notes in the Message on Statement section to explain the reason for the credit memo. Click Save and Close to finalize the credit memo. A refund is issued when a customer has overpaid, returned an item, or when funds need to be returned directly to the customer. QBO makes it easy to issue refunds while keeping your financial records accurate. To issue a refund, navigate to Refund Receipt. From the dashboard, click on the plus New button, then select Refund Receipt under the Customers column. Let's say a catering client may cancel an event and request a refund for their deposit. QuickBooks allows you to issue this refund and adjust your records accordingly. You then choose the customer receiving the refund. Enter the refund details such as the date, the method, product or service, the refund amount, and the refund from, where you select the bank or credit card account issuing the refund. In the message displayed on Statement field, add notes explaining the refund reason. Click Save and Close to finalize the refund. After issuing refunds and credits, it's important to track them in QuickBooks to ensure customer balances and your records remain accurate. To view refunds and credits, go to the Customers section. From the left-hand menu, click on Sales, then select Customers. Select a customer by clicking on the customer's name to view their transaction history, including any credit memos or refund receipts. Check refunds and credits applied to the customer's account, as well as any unused credits. To generate refund and credit reports, go to the Customer Balance Detailed Report. This report shows a detailed breakdown of each customer's balance, including refunds, credits, and open invoices. By tracking refunds and credits and applying them correctly to customer accounts, you maintain accurate financial statements, improve customer satisfaction, and most importantly, ensure compliance with tax regulations. QuickBooks reporting tools help you stay organized and ensure that your refund and credit activities are always properly accounted for. Tracking invoice status is a critical part of managing your business's cash flow. Knowing which invoices are paid, overdue, or awaiting payment helps you stay on top of your accounts receivable. And it also ensures that you're taking the necessary steps to follow up with customers. In this module, we'll explore how to track the status of your invoices in QuickBooks Online, managing unpaid invoices, and using reports to monitor your receivables efficiently. Let's walk through the process of viewing invoice status in QBO. QBO automatically tracks the status of each invoice and provides an easy way to see which invoices are paid, open, or overdue. Firstly, we'll start off by logging into QuickBooks Online and navigating to the Sales section. You can access the Sales section from the left-hand menu by clicking on Sales and then selecting Invoices. This will take you to the Invoices page, where you can view all the invoices you have issued. In the Status column, QuickBooks displays the current status of each invoice. Paid means the customer has fully paid the invoice. Unpaid means the invoice is still awaiting payment, but the due date has not passed. Partially paid means the customer has made a partial payment and there is a remaining balance. Overdue implies that the invoice is past the due date and no payment has been made, or the payment is incomplete. To make it easier to manage your invoices, you can filter the list by status. For example, select Overdue to see all invoices that require immediate follow-up, or Unpaid to view all open invoices that are awaiting payment. QBO provides tools to help you follow up on unpaid and overdue invoices, reducing the risk of late payments and improving cash flow. Let's discuss how to send invoice payment reminders. Firstly, from the Invoices page, we'll click on the invoice that is marked overdue to open the invoice details. In the Invoice window, click Send Reminder to email a payment reminder to the customer. QuickBooks generates a default email message that you can customize to include a polite reminder about the overdue payment. We can add a personalized message to encourage prompt payment. For example, subject, reminder, invoice, you can enter the invoice number and overdue. The message would be something like, Dear customer name, we noticed that invoice number, or amount is past due. Please process payment at your earliest convenience. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for your business. Once the email is ready, click Send. The reminder will be sent directly to the customer, and QuickBooks will update the invoice status. When a customer pays an invoice, it's essential to record the payment in QuickBooks so that the invoice status is updated and your accounts are accurate. To record a payment, we navigate to Receive Payment from the New button on the dashboard and selecting Receive Payment under the Customer section. Choose the customer who made the payment from the Customer drop-down menu. QuickBooks will display all open invoices for that customer. Enter the payment details, such as the payment date, method, amount, and amount received. In the Outstanding Transactions section, check the box next to the invoice you want to mark as paid. If it's a partial payment, QuickBooks will adjust the invoice to show the remaining balance. Once the payment details are entered, click Save and Close to update the invoice status to paid or partially paid. QBO provides several reports to help you monitor invoice statuses and track your accounts receivable. These reports allow you to see which customers owe you money and help you manage your cash flow. We have the accounts receivable aging summary, which shows all outstanding invoices grouped by how overdue they are. It helps you prioritize follow-ups for customers with overdue balances. To access this report, go to the Reports tab and search for Accounts Receivable Aging Summary. Once you have located this report, you can simply run the report. We also have the Invoice List, which provides a detailed view of all invoices, including their status, and it allows you to track the progress of individual invoices. You can filter this report by date range, customer, or invoice status. The customer balance detail shows a detailed breakdown of each customer's outstanding balance, including invoices, payments, and credits. Tracking invoice status in QBO helps you manage your accounts receivable, maintain positive customer relationships, and ensure a steady cash flow. With real-time updates on invoice statuses, whether they are paid, unpaid, or overdue, QuickBooks makes it easy to stay on top of your business's financial health. Managing customer statements in QBO is an effective way to keep your customers informed about their account activity, including outstanding invoices, payments made, and any remaining balances. Customer statements help you maintain clear communication with your customers and provide an easy way for them to review their financial obligations, leading to improved cash flow and fewer overdue payments. In this module, we'll explore how to create, customize, and send customer statements in QuickBooks Online, ensuring your customers stay informed about their accounts. Customer statements summarize all outstanding transactions for a customer over a specific period. They include details such as unpaid invoices, payments made, and any credits applied. To create a customer statement, after logging into QBO, we navigate to the Customers section. We then select a customer for whom you want to create a statement by clicking on their name in the customer list. In the upper right corner of the customer profile, click Statement. This will open the statement creation window. QuickBooks allows you to select different types of statements based on your needs. The balance forward statement summarizes all activity starting from an opening balance. Use this for customers with a history of transactions. The open item statement shows all open, unpaid invoices for the customer. Use this to highlight outstanding payments. The transaction statement lists all transactions within a specific date range, including invoices, payments, and credits. Choose the date range for the statement. QuickBooks will generate a preview of the statement, showing the customer's outstanding invoices, payments, and credits within the selected date range. After reviewing the statement, click Save and Send to email the statement directly to the customer. QBO also allows you to customize your customer statements to match your business's branding and ensure that all information provided is clear and professional. You can access the custom form styles by clicking on the gear icon in the upper right corner of your dashboard. Then select Custom Form Styles under the Your Company section. In the Custom Form Styles section, click New Style, then select Statement. You can also modify an existing statement template by clicking Edit next to the existing statement style. In the Design tab, you can customize the layout of your customer statement, such as logo, color scheme, and font. You can also modify the content displayed on your statement, such as the header, body, and footer. Once you have made your changes, click Save and Close to apply the customizations. After sending customer statements, it's important to monitor your customers' accounts and follow up on outstanding balances. QBO provides tools and reports to help you manage this process. To view customer balances, go to the Customers page from the Sales menu and select Customers to view a list of all your customers and their outstanding balances. You can also review account details by clicking on a customer's name to see a detailed view of their account activity, including open invoices, payments, and credits. This allows you to monitor their outstanding balance, ensuring that any credits or payments are accurately reflected. Managing customer statements in QBO allows you to maintain clear and professional communication with your customers while keeping your accounts receivable organized and up to date. By creating and sending customized statements, you can remind customers of their outstanding balances, reduce late payments, and improve cash flow. Understanding customer behavior, sales performance, and outstanding balances is crucial for managing your business effectively. QBO offers a range of customer reports and insights that provide valuable information to help you track sales trends, monitor accounts receivable, and make informed decisions about your business. In this module, we'll explore how to generate and use customer reports in QBO to gain insights into your business's performance and customer interactions. QBO offers a variety of customer reports to help you monitor and analyze your customer interactions, sales performance, and outstanding balances. Starting off with the Customer Balance Summary. This report provides an overview of all your customers' outstanding balances. This report helps you track which customers owe you money and how much they owe, allowing you to prioritize follow-ups on overdue payments. To generate this report, navigate to the Reports tab from the left-hand menu. In the search bar, type Customer Balance Summary and select it from the list. Customize the date range and other filters as needed. Then click Run Report. Use this report to quickly see the outstanding balances for each customer and to prioritize collections. Then we have the Customer Balance Detail report. This report provides a breakdown of each customer's account activity, including open invoices, payments made, and credits applied. This report allows you to review individual customer accounts in detail and ensure all transactions are properly recorded. To generate this report, go to the Reports tab and search for Customer Balance Detail. Set the desired date range and filters, then click Run Report. Use this report when you need to review a specific customer's payment history, track partial payments, or reconcile outstanding balances. Then we have the Accounts Receivable Aging Summary report. This report shows how long invoices have been overdue, grouping them in aging periods such as 0 to 30 days, 31 to 60 days, and so on. This report is essential for managing overdue payments and improving cash flow. To generate this report, we go to the Reports tab and search for Accounts Receivable Aging Summary. We customize the aging periods and the date range, and once we are satisfied, we click Run Report. This report is used to prioritize collection efforts by focusing on the most overdue invoices and following up with customers who have outstanding balances. The Sales by Customer Summary report shows total sales for each customer over a specific period. This report helps you identify your top customers and monitor sales trends, allowing you to focus on building relationships with high-value customers. In the Reports tab, to generate this report, we access the Reports tab and search for Sales by Customer Summary. We select the appropriate date range and filters, then click Run Report. This report is crucial to analyze which customers are driving the most revenue and to identify potential opportunities for upselling or providing incentives. The Sale by Customer Detailed report provides a detailed view of each customer's sales transactions, including individual invoices and payments. This report is useful for analyzing customer-specific sales performance. In the Reports tab, we search for Sales by Customer Detail, we customize the date range and filters, and then click Run Report. This report is used to drill down into each customer's sales activity, and we can use this report to identify trends such as seasonal buying patterns or changes in purchasing behavior. Once you have generated customer reports, it's important to analyze the data to gain actionable insights into your business's performance and customer interactions. We can use the Sales by Customer Summary report to identify which customers are contributing the most to your business's revenue. We can focus on nurturing relationships with these high-value customers. The Sales by Customer Detailed report provides a detailed view of each customer's purchasing history. We can use this data to identify trends and adjusting our marketing and sales strategies accordingly. We can compare sales data over time to track revenue growth from individual customers as well. If certain customers are increasing their purchases, we can consider offering incentives to maintain the growth. Conversely, if sales from a key customer are declining, we can reach out to them to understand the reasons. We can also use the Accounts Receivable Aging Summary report to prioritize collections efforts by focusing on customers with the most overdue balances. The Customer Balance Detailed report helps us track how each customer manages their payments. If a customer consistently pays late, we can consider adjusting their payment terms or following up more proactively. Customers with invoices that are frequently overdue may pose a higher risk to your cash flow. Use the aging reports to flag these customers and consider offering incentives for early payments or adjusting credit terms to mitigate the risk. Customer reports and insights in QBO provide powerful tools for understanding your customer behavior, managing accounts receivable, and improving your business's cash flow. By generating and analyzing key customer reports, you can identify top customers, monitor sales trends, and prioritize collection efforts, all while building strong relationships with your clients. Setting up recurring invoices in QBO is a powerful way to automate your billing process, save time, and ensure that you consistently receive payments for regular services or subscriptions. By automating recurring invoices, you also eliminate the need to manually create and send invoices each billing period, helping you maintain a steady cash flow and focus on growing your business. In this module, we'll walk through how to set up and manage recurring invoices in QuickBooks Online. QBO makes it easy to set up recurring invoices, allowing you to automatically bill customers on a regular schedule for subscriptions, retainer invoices, or ongoing projects. To create a recurring invoice, we navigate to the recurring transactions by clicking on the gear icon in the upper right corner of the dashboard and then selecting Recurring Transactions under the Lists section. In the Recurring Transactions window, Click New in the upper right corner. From the Transaction Type drop-down, select Invoice. In the Recurring Invoice form, choose the type of recurring transaction. You will have three options. Scheduled means automatically send the invoice on a set schedule. Reminder means receive a reminder to send the invoice manually. Unscheduled means save the recurring invoice template without a set schedule. We enter customer and invoice details, such as the customer name, email, payment terms, and billing address. We then set up the recurrence schedule under the interval section, choosing how often the invoice will be sent. We enter the date you want the recurring invoices to begin, and this is the start date. In the end date, we choose if the recurring invoice will end on a specific date, after a set number of occurrences, or if it will continue indefinitely. In the Product Service section, we select the items or services to bill for. Enter the quantity, rate, and any applicable taxes. The total will automatically calculate based on the entered value. You can customize the message or add any notes in the Message on Invoice section, such as, "Thank you for your ongoing business." After reviewing all the details, click Save Template to complete the setup. QuickBooks will automatically generate and send invoices to the customer based on the schedule you selected. Once your recurring invoices are set up, QuickBooks allows you to manage and review them to ensure that everything is running smoothly. To view and edit recurring invoices, we go to the recurring transactions by clicking on the gear icon and then selecting recurring transactions under lists. This will display all the recurring transactions you have set up. From the list of recurring transactions, you can see all the recurring invoices you have created along with their schedule and next send date. To make changes on a recurring invoice, click Edit next to the invoice. You can modify the customer details, billing interval, items being billed, or any other information. If you need to stop sending a recurring invoice, select Pause to temporarily stop the invoices or Delete to remove the recurring invoice entirely. After recurring invoices are automatically sent to the customers, it's important to track their payment status to ensure timely collections and maintain healthy cash flow. To track payment status, navigate to the Invoices page. From the left-hand Sales menu, select Invoices. This Invoices page displays all invoices, including those generated from recurring templates. The status of each invoice is shown in the status column. You'll see statuses such as paid, unpaid, overdue, or partially paid. For unpaid or overdue invoices, you can send a payment reminder to the customer. Click on the invoice, then select Send Reminder. QuickBooks will send an emailed reminder with the invoice details. When a customer makes a payment, record it by selecting Receive Payment and apply the payment to the corresponding invoice. Setting up recurring invoices in QBO is an efficient way to automate your billing process, reduce manual work, and ensure timely payments from your customers. By creating and managing recurring invoices, you can streamline your business's operations, maintain consistent cash flow, and provide a seamless experience for your customers. Working with estimates in QBO allows you to provide your customers with a detailed quote or proposal for products or services before starting a job or project. Estimates help set clear expectations, define the scope of work, and serve as a starting point for the final invoice. In this module, we'll walk you through how to create, send, and manage estimates in QuickBooks Online. ensuring your business stays organized and professional from the initial proposal to the final invoice. QBO makes it easy to create estimates, ensuring that you can quickly provide your customers with an accurate cost breakdown. Let's say the catering business Flourish Bakeries has been approached by City Real Estate for a corporate lunch for 50 people. You need to provide an estimate for a menu that includes appetizers, main courses, and desserts. Let's dive in. To create a new estimate, we navigate to the Estimates section. You can access this section from the dashboard by clicking on the New button in the upper left corner and selecting Estimate under the Customers column. In the Customer drop-down, choose the customer for whom you are creating the estimate. If the customer is new, click plus Add New to create a new customer profile. Here we can enter the estimate details. The estimate date will be the date for the estimate. QuickBooks will fill in the current date by default, but you can adjust it as needed. The expiry date ensures that we are specifying a time frame during which the quote is valid. Products or Services section provides the items or services you're quoting. Enter the description, quantity, and rate. QuickBooks will automatically calculate the total for each line item. If the estimate includes sales tax, QuickBooks will apply the appropriate tax rate based on the customer's location or the type of service being offered. You can also adjust the tax rate as needed. In the Message on Estimate section, you can include any custom notes, terms, or conditions related to the estimate. For example, this estimate is valid for 30 days, or payment is due upon completion. After reviewing the details, click Save and Send to email the estimate to your customer, or Save and Close if you're not ready to send it yet. QuickBooks will track the estimate in your customer's profile. Once you have created an estimate, QBO allows you to send it directly to your customer and manage its status to keep track of approvals and updates. After creating the estimate, click Save and Send to email it to your customer. QuickBooks will generate a default email message that you can customize. If needed, you can also attach additional documents such as project plans, terms, or detailed specifications. Once an estimate has been accepted by the customer, QBO allows you to easily convert the estimate into an invoice, saving time and reducing manual data entry. To open the accepted estimate, click on the estimate that has been accepted by the customer. To convert this estimate into an invoice, QuickBooks will automatically transfer all the details from the estimate to the invoice, including products or services, quantities, rates, and taxes. Review the invoice to ensure everything is accurate. You can make any adjustment, such as additional charges, updating payment terms, or modifying the quantity of items. After reviewing the invoice, click Save and Send to email the invoice to the customer, or Save and Close if you're not ready to send it just as yet. QBO provides tools to track and report on estimates, helping you monitor their progress and analyze how they contribute to your overall sales pipeline. From the Reports tab in the left-hand menu, we can generate estimate reports that provide insight into your estimates. We have the Estimates by Customer report provides a breakdown of estimates by customer, helping you see which clients have received the most estimates and which are still pending approval. Working with estimates in QBO allows you to provide clear and detailed quotes to your customers, streamline your invoicing process, and manage your business more efficiently. From creating and sending estimates to converting them into invoices and tracking their progress, QuickBooks simplifies the entire process, helping you stay organized and professional. Quick and professional invoicing improves cash flow and leaves a positive impression on clients. Using Flourish Bakeries as our example, we'll create, customize, and send an invoice. Each step invites you to interact with your own QuickBooks account to strengthen your skills. For Flourish Bakeries, we'll create an invoice for a recent catering event. We will also send this invoice directly to the client and track its status. Now, let's create an invoice for a recent Flourish Bakeries event, including services like catering and equipment rental. Click on the plus New button and select Invoice. Choose a customer from the drop-down or add a new one. Under Product or Service, add line items such as event catering or equipment rental. QuickBooks will autofill the rate and quantity. Pause the video to create an invoice for your own business, adding details specific to your services. Resume when done. Once the invoice is ready, we'll send it directly to the client and monitor its status. Click Save and Send, customize the email message, and enable online payment options if available. In the Invoices section, under Sales, check the status of the sent invoices. Pause the video to send your invoice and check its status. Keeping track of sent invoices helps maintain steady cash flow. Resume when you're ready. Now, let's check for overdue invoices and send a reminder to the client to maintain timely payments. In the Customer section, select a customer to view their transaction history. Filter for unpaid invoices, click on any overdue invoice, and select Send Reminder to notify the client. Pause the video to review your own unpaid invoices and send reminders where necessary. This helps improve cash flow. Resume when ready. You have just customized, created, and sent an invoice in QuickBooks Online. Applying these steps regularly will streamline your billing and improve cash flow management. Managing customer payments accurately is essential for clear cash flow and organized financial records. In this module, we'll use Flourish Bakeries as an example to learn how to record and apply payments in QuickBooks Online. Follow along, pausing the video after each step to try it in your own QuickBooks account. For Flourish Bakeries, we'll record a payment received from a customer, apply the payment to the correct invoice or invoices, and handle a partial payment and record a bank deposit. Let's start by recording a payment received from a customer after a recent event. Go to plus New in the upper left corner and select Receive Payment under the Customers column. Choose the customer who made the payment from the Customer dropdown. Enter the payment date and select the payment method, such as credit card, bank transfer, or cash. In the Deposit To field, select the account where the payment will be deposited, such as undeposited funds if you'll deposit it later. Pause the video and record a payment from one of your customers. Make sure to check the deposit account for accuracy. Once done, come back to continue. Now, we'll apply the payment to the appropriate invoice for Flourish Bakeries. In the Outstanding Transactions section, locate the invoice related to the payment. If it's a full payment, QBO will autofill the amount. For partial payments, enter the paid amount manually. Verify that the correct amount is applied to the corresponding invoice. Pause the video to apply your recorded payment to an open invoice. Applying payments accurately ensures your customer balances are correct. Resume when ready. You have successfully recorded, applied, and deposited customer payments in QuickBooks Online. Regularly following these steps will keep your financial records accurate and up to date. Now it's your turn. Log into QBO and practice these steps with your own customer payments. If you need to review any part of the process, feel free to rewatch this video. Happy bookkeeping! Setting up and managing vendors in QBO is essential for tracking your business's expenses, paying bills on time, and maintaining accurate financial records. QuickBooks allows you to easily organize vendor information, record transactions, and manage payments, ensuring that your accounts payable are always up to date. In this guide, we'll walk you through the process of setting up and managing vendors in QBO, from entering vendor details to tracking expenses and paying bills. Setting up and managing vendors efficiently in QBO offers several benefits. There is the benefit of accurate expense tracking, for example. Keeping detailed records of your purchases, payments, and vendor transactions ensures that your financial reports reflect accurate expenses. Improved cash flow. You can stay on top of your bills and due dates, avoiding late fees and maintaining positive vendor relationships. Organized vendor information. Have all vendor details, such as contact information and payment terms, in one place for easy access. And finally, there is the benefit of streamlined payments. Tracking vendor bills, recording payments, and managing expenses directly within QuickBooks simplifies your accounts payable process. Before you manage vendor transactions, you need to set up vendor profiles in QBO. Each vendor profile contains important information such as contact details, payment terms, and tax information. To add a new vendor, after logging into QBO, we navigate to the Vendor section. This section can be accessed from the left-hand Expenses menu and by selecting Vendors. This will take you to the Vendors page, where you can manage all your vendor profiles. If your vendor is not in the existing vendors list, you can conveniently add a new vendor. Click on New Vendor in the upper right corner to create a new vendor profile. Enter the vendor details such as the vendor name, email address, phone number, billing address, and payment terms. You can also add notes for any additional information such as special terms or instructions for this vendor. After entering all the necessary information, click Save to add the vendor to your list. The vendor's details will now be stored in QuickBooks and available for future transactions. Let's go through some examples to add some vendors for Flourish Bakeries. Flourish Bakeries regularly purchases ingredients from Fresh Pro Wholesale. To manage this relationship, you'll need to set up Fresh Pro Wholesale as a vendor in QBO. From the dashboard, navigate to the Expenses section and click on Vendors. In the upper right corner, select New Vendor. Enter vendor details, the vendor name as Fresh Pro Wholesale, email address orders@freshprowholesale.com, phone number 555-123-4567, billing address 123 Market Street, payment terms net 30, meaning the payment is due within 30 days. After entering all the relevant details, click Save to add Fresh Pro Wholesale to your vendor list. You can now use this vendor for future purchases of catering supplies. Now let's add another vendor for Flourish Bakeries, as they manage to deal with walk-in customers through their retail outlet. So they have their own customized packaging done by Packaging World. Let's add Packaging World to our vendor list. We click on New Vendor and enter the vendor details, the vendor name as Packaging World, email address sales@packagingworld.com, phone number 555 9876543. The payment terms for this vendor are due on receipt, meaning payment is due immediately after purchase. Click Save to add Packaging World to your vendor list for all future packaging material purchases. Let's walk through some tips for setting up vendors. Always complete contact information. Enter as much detail as possible to make future transactions and communications smoother. Set the payment terms. These payment terms ensure that bills are generated with the appropriate due dates and reduce manual entry errors. Use the Notes section to capture specific details such as discounts or special terms negotiated with the vendor. Setting up and managing vendors in QBO allows you to track your expenses, manage payments, and maintain accurate financial records. By organizing vendor information, recording transactions, and staying on top of bills, you ensure that your accounts payable are well managed and that your business runs smoothly. With QuickBooks reporting tools, you can monitor vendor balances, track overdue bills, and ensure timely payments, all of which help maintain positive relationships with your vendors and keep your business's cash flow healthy. Creating and managing bills in QBO is an essential part of maintaining your business's cash flow and ensuring that your accounts payable are accurate and up to date. By recording bills from vendors and keeping track of their due dates, you can manage your business's expenses more effectively, avoid late fees, and ensure timely payments. In this guide, we'll walk you through how to create, manage, and pay bills in QBO, helping you stay on top of your business expenses. Creating and managing bills in QBO offers several benefits. There is the benefit of accurate financial records. Record all your vendor bills to ensure that your expenses are accurately reflected in your financial statements. Improved cash flow management. Tracking bill due dates to manage payments effectively helps you maintain a healthy cash flow. Timely payments. Avoid late fees and maintain positive relationships with your vendors by staying on top of your bills. There is also the benefit of organized expense tracking. Keeping detailed records of vendor transactions and expenses in one centralized location. Recording bills in QBO helps you track your expenses and keep your accounts payable organized. When you receive a bill from a vendor, it's important to record it in QuickBooks to ensure your financial records are accurate. Now let's discuss how to create a bill. After logging into QBO, we need to navigate to the bill entry form. We can access this form by clicking on the New button in the upper left corner of the dashboard, and then selecting Bill under the Vendors column. In the Vendors dropdown, choose the vendor who sent you the bill. If the vendor isn't in your system yet, click plus Add New to create a new vendor profile. Now, we can enter the bill details. These include the bill date. This is the date listed on the vendor's bill. Due date. QuickBooks will automatically calculate the due date based on the payment terms set in the vendor's profile. You can adjust the due date if necessary. Bill number. This is the bill or invoice number from the vendor to make tracking and matching payments easier. Category or product or service. In this section, select the appropriate expense category, such as office supplies or utilities and so forth, or add specific products or services related to the bill. In the amount column, enter the total amount for each line item. QuickBooks will automatically calculate the subtotal and the total amount of the bill. You can add notes in the memo section to provide additional information about the bill. You can also attach a copy of the vendor's bill by clicking Attachments. Once you have reviewed all the details, click Save and Close to record the bill. It will now appear in your accounts payable, and you can track its due date in the vendor section. QBO allows you to track and manage all your bills in one place, helping you stay on top of due dates and ensure timely payments. To view outstanding bills, we go to the vendor section from the left-hand expenses menu. This page displays all your vendors along with their outstanding balances and any unpaid bills. Click on a vendor's name to view their profile, which will display all unpaid bills as well as a history of previous payments and transactions. In the expenses section, you can filter bills by their status, such as unpaid, paid, or overdue. This helps you focus on which bills need immediate attention and which have already been paid. To edit or modify bills, we navigate to the expenses section and find the bill you want to modify. You can search for it by vendor name, bill number, or date. Click on the bill to open it, then make any necessary changes such as adjusting the amount, changing the due date, or modifying the tax rate. After making your changes, click Save and Close to update the bill. Creating and managing bills in QBO helps you maintain accurate financial records, avoid late payments, and keep your business's cash flow healthy. By recording vendor bills, tracking due dates, and paying bills on time, you ensure that your accounts payable are organized and up to date. With QuickBooks tools and reporting features, you can also easily monitor your expenses, manage bill payments, and stay on top of your business's financial obligations. Paying bills and expenses on time is essential for maintaining a positive relationship with your vendors and ensuring the smooth financial operations of your business. QBO makes it easy to track and pay bills, manage expenses, and keep accurate records of all your purchases. In this guide, we'll walk through how to pay bills and manage expenses in QBO, ensuring that your payments are recorded accurately and your accounts remain up to date. Before you pay bills and expenses, it's essential to track and manage them properly in QBO. This helps you stay organized and avoid missing payments. To view unpaid bills, we go to the vendor section from the left-hand expenses menu and by selecting vendors. This will display a list of all your vendors, along with their outstanding balances and any unpaid bills. Click on a vendor's name to view their profile, which will show all unpaid bills and a history of previous transactions. In the expenses section, you can filter bills by status, such as unpaid, overdue, or paid, and you can focus on the bills that need immediate attention. To view all expenses, we go to the expenses section from the left-hand expenses menu and by selecting expenses. This will show you a comprehensive list of all expenses, including bills, payments, and other types of transactions. Use the filters to view specific types of expenses, such as bills, checks, or credit card expenses. You can also filter by vendor or date range to focus on particular transactions. Let's discuss a few tips for tracking bills and expenses. Use filters for better tracking. Use the filters to organize your bills and expenses by due date, vendor, or type, making it easy to prioritize payments. Regularly check your vendor's outstanding balances to ensure that bills are paid on time and no overdue payments are missed. QBO provides a simple process for paying bills, whether you're paying vendors by check, bank transfer, or credit card. Recording payments in QuickBooks helps keep your accounts payable up to date and ensures your financial records are accurate. Let's discuss the process to pay a bill. Click on the plus new button in the upper left corner and select Pay Bills under the Vendors column. In the Pay Bills window, QuickBooks will display a list of all unpaid bills. Check the box next to the bills you want to pay. Select the account from which you're making the payment, such as a checking account, credit card, or bank account. QuickBooks will automatically fill in the full amount of the bill. However, you can enter a different amount if you are making a partial payment. Enter the date when the payment is being made. Once all the details are correct, click Save and Close to record the payment. The bill will now be marked as paid in your accounts payable. Beyond paying bills, QBO allows you to track and manage other business expenses, such as one-time purchases, recurring payments, or credit card charges. To record an expense, navigate to the Expense Entry form by clicking on the New button and selecting Expense under the Vendors column. Now we enter the vendor and payment details such as the vendor, the payment account, and the payment date. Select the category or product service and enter the amount. Once you are done and the details are complete, click Save and Close to record the expense. For recurring expenses such as rent, utilities, or subscription services, QuickBooks allows you to set up recurring transactions so that you don't need to manually enter these expenses each month. Click on the gear icon, then select Recurring Transactions under the Lists section. Click New in the upper right corner and select Expense as the transaction amount. Enter the details of the recurring expense, such as the vendor, amount, and payment schedule. After entering the details, click Save Template. QuickBooks will automatically record this expense on the specified schedule. Paying bills and managing expenses in QBO helps you maintain accurate financial records, stay on top of due dates, and ensure that your business's cash flow is healthy. By tracking bills, recording expenses, and paying vendors on time, you can avoid late fees and keep your accounts payable organized. With QuickBooks reporting tools, you can also monitor payments, analyze expenses, and ensure that your business operates smoothly and efficiently. Tracking accounts payable is crucial for managing your business's financial health. QBO makes it easy to track and manage vendor bills, payments, and due dates, ensuring that your accounts payable are accurate and up to date. By staying on top of your accounts payable, you can avoid late fees, maintain positive vendor relationships, and better manage your cash flow. In this module, we'll walk through how to track accounts payable in QBO, helping you stay organized and ensure timely payments to vendors. Tracking accounts payable in QBO offers several benefits. Timely payments. Ensure that the bills are paid on time to avoid late payment fees and maintain a positive relationship with vendors. By monitoring due dates, you can manage your cash flow more effectively and plan for upcoming payments. Keeping track of accounts payable also ensures that your financial reports reflect accurate expenses and outstanding liabilities. By staying organized and informed about which vendors you owe money to and how much is due, you can improve your vendor management practices. Vendor bills form the foundation of your accounts payable. When you receive a bill, it's important to record it in QuickBooks to ensure that your accounts payable are up to date. As we discussed in the preceding modules, in order to keep well-maintained accounts in QBO, there are some useful tips. Enter bills promptly. Record bills as soon as you receive them to ensure that your accounts payable are up to date. Include bill numbers to help track payments and avoid duplicate entries. Make sure the correct payment terms are applied to the bill to accurately track due dates. QBO makes it easy to view and manage your accounts payable, helping you keep track of outstanding bills, due dates, and payments. In order to keep well-maintained accounts in QBO, here are some useful tips. Prioritize payments. Use filters to focus on unpaid and overdue bills so you can prioritize which bills need to be paid first. If you need to make partial payments, track the remaining balance in QuickBooks to ensure the bill is fully paid later. Always select the correct payment amount to keep your financial records accurate. QBO offers several reports to help you monitor your accounts payable, track unpaid bills, and manage your vendor payments. The Unpaid Bills report shows all unpaid bills, helping you prioritize which bills need immediate attention and when they are due. To generate this report, go to the Reports tab and search for Unpaid Bills report. The Vendor Balance Summary report provides an overview of all your vendors and their outstanding balances, helping you track how much you owe to each vendor. Access this report from the Reports tab by searching for Vendor Balance Summary. The Accounts Payable Aging Summary report shows how long bills have been overdue, grouping them in aging periods such as 0 to 30 days, 31 to 60 days, and so on. This report helps you prioritize overdue payments. You can generate the Aging Summary report from the Reports tab by searching for Aging Summary. The Cash Flow report provides an overview of your cash inflows and outflows, including accounts payable, helping you ensure that your business has enough cash to meet its payment obligations. This report can be found in the Reports tab by searching for the Cash Flow report. Let's discuss a few tips for using these useful reports. Run aging reports regularly. Use the Accounts Payable Aging Summary report to identify overdue bills and prioritize which ones to pay first. Monitor vendor balances. The Vendor Balance Summary report helps you track how much you owe each vendor, allowing you to manage your accounts payable more efficiently. The Cash Flow report helps you ensure that your business has enough cash to cover upcoming bills and expenses. Tracking accounts payable in QBO allows you to manage your vendor bills, ensure timely payments, and maintain accurate financial records. By recording bills, managing payments, and using reporting tools, you can stay on top of your accounts payable and ensure that your business's cash flow remains healthy. With QuickBooks reporting features, you can easily monitor unpaid bills, track vendor balances, and ensure that your accounts payable are always up to date and accurate. Managing vendor credits in QBO is an important part of keeping your accounts payable accurate and ensuring that you properly track any refunds, returns, or adjustments from your vendors. Vendor credits reduce the amount you owe to a vendor and can be applied towards future bills or used to adjust an overpayment. In this guide, we'll walk you through how to record, manage, and apply vendor credits in QBO, ensuring your accounts payable remain accurate and up to date. When you receive a refund or credit from a vendor, it's important to record it in QBO. This credit can later be applied to a future bill or used to adjust the vendor's balance. To record a vendor credit, navigate to the vendor credit entry form by clicking on the plus new button in the upper left corner of the dashboard and then selecting Supplier Vendor Credit under the Vendor Suppliers column. In the vendor dropdown, choose the vendor who issued the credit. If the vendor is not already in your system, click plus Add New to create a new vendor profile. Enter the credit details such as the credit date, category or product or service, and the amount. You can add notes in the memo section to provide additional information about the credit, such as the reason for the credit or any specific terms. You can also attach any attachments or documents by clicking on Attachments and browsing relevant details from your computer. Once all the details are entered, click Save and Close to record the vendor credit. It will now appear in your accounts payable and the vendor's profile. Here are a few tips for recording vendor credits. Enter vendor credits as soon as you receive them to ensure that your accounts payable are up to date. Use the memo section to track the reason for the vendor credit, making it easier to reference later. If the credit involves sales tax, make sure the correct tax rate is applied to keep your tax records accurate. Once you have recorded a vendor credit, you can apply it to future bills from that vendor, reducing the amount you owe. QuickBooks makes it easy to apply credits directly to unpaid bills, helping you keep your accounts payable organized. To apply a vendor credit, we open the Pay Bills window by clicking the plus new button in the upper left corner and then selecting Pay Bills under the vendors column. In the Pay Bills window, choose the vendor to whom you want to apply the credit. Check the box next to the bill you want to pay. In the Credits section, QuickBooks will automatically display any available vendor credits for that vendor. Check the box next to the credit you want to apply. QuickBooks will reduce the total amount of the bill by the value of the credit. If the credit does not fully cover the bill, you can enter the remaining amount you wish to pay in the Amount to Pay column. Once the credit has been applied, click Save and Close to complete the transaction. The credit will be applied to the bill and your accounts payable will be updated accordingly. QBO provides tools to help you track and manage vendor credits, ensuring that you always know how much credit you have available from each vendor and that it's applied appropriately. To view vendor credits, go to the Vendor section from the left-hand Expenses menu and select Vendors. This will show a list of all your vendors and their outstanding balances. Click on the vendor's name to view their profile, which will display all unpaid bills, credits, and a history of transactions with that vendor. In the Bills and Expenses section, you can filter by credits to see all the vendor credits you have received. Let's discuss how to manage vendor balances. Regularly review the balances for each vendor to ensure that credits are properly applied and that you are not overpaying on bills. Generate vendor reports, such as the vendor balance summary or unpaid bills report, to see which vendors have credits available and how much you still owe. QBO provides several reports to help you monitor vendor credits and keep your accounts payable organized. Let's discuss a few key reports for tracking vendor credits. The Vendor Balance Summary report shows the total amount you owe to each vendor, including any available credits. It provides an overview of your accounts payable and allows you to see which vendors have credits you can apply. To generate this report, go to the Reports tab and search for Vendor Balance Summary. The Unpaid Bills report shows all outstanding bills, helping you identify which bills you can apply vendor credits to. Access this report from the Reports tab by searching for Unpaid Bills. The Transaction List by Vendor report provides a detailed list of all transactions with each vendor, including bills, payments, and credits. It helps you track vendor credits and ensures that they are being properly applied. Run this report by going to the Reports tab and searching for Transaction List by Vendor. Managing vendor credits in QBO ensures that your accounts payable remain accurate, reduces the risk of overpaying vendors, and helps you keep track of any refunds or adjustments. By recording vendor credits, applying them to bills, and using QuickBooks reporting tools to monitor them, you can maintain accurate financial records and ensure that all vendor transactions are properly managed. With QuickBooks easy to use features, you can track vendor credits, apply them to bills, and ensure that your accounts payable are always up to date and organized. Setting up recurring bills in QBO is an efficient way to automate the recording of regular expenses such as rent, utilities, and subscription services. By automating the process, you can save time, reduce manual data entry, and ensure that your accounts payable is accurate and up to date. In this module, we'll walk through how to set up recurring bills in QBO, helping you automate and manage regular payments efficiently. QBO makes it simple to set up recurring bills for regular expenses. You can create a template that automatically records these bills on a schedule that fits your needs. Start by logging into your QuickBooks account. Click on the gear icon in the upper right corner of your dashboard, then select Recurring Transactions under the Lists section. In the Recurring Transactions page, click New in the upper right corner. From the Transaction Type drop-down menu, select Bill. This will allow you to set up a bill that recurs regularly. Give your recurring bill a descriptive name such as monthly rent or quarterly internet bill. Choose the type of recurring bill you want to create. A scheduled bill automatically records the bill on a set schedule. A reminder sends you a reminder to enter the bill manually. An unscheduled bill saves the bill as a template without a set schedule. Select how often the bill recurs, such as daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. Choose when the recurring bill should begin. This will be the start date. You can also set an end date if needed. In the vendor dropdown, choose the vendor for whom the bill is being created, such as a landlord, a utility company, or a service provider. If the vendor isn't in the system, click plus Add New to create a new vendor profile. Enter the bill details, such as the payment terms, category or products or service, and the amount. You can also add any notes or information about the bill in the memo section. After reviewing the details, click Save Template to finalize the recurring bill setup. QuickBooks will now automatically create this bill on the schedule you have set. Once your recurring bills are set up, QuickBooks allows you to manage and make changes to them if necessary. To view and edit recurring bills, navigate to the Recurring Transactions by clicking on the gear icon and selecting Recurring Transactions under Lists. This will display a list of all the recurring transactions you have set up. In the Recurring Transactions section, you can see all the recurring bills you have created, including their type, such as a scheduled, reminder, or unscheduled bill. You can also have a look at their frequency and the next payment date. To make changes to a recurring bill, click Edit next to the bill. You can modify details such as the amount, frequency, vendor, payment terms, or tax rates as needed. If you need to temporarily stop generating a recurring bill, click Pause next to the Bill section. If you no longer need the bill, click Delete to remove the recurring transaction. To track and pay recurring bills, click the New button and select Pay Bills under the Vendors column. In the Pay Bills window, select the recurring bills you want to pay. If multiple bills are due, you can select them all at once. Choose the account from which you want to make the payment, such as a checking account or a credit card. Enter the date when you want to make the payment. This will be the payment date. Once all the details are correct, click Save and Close to record the payment. The recurring bill will now be marked as paid and your accounts payable will be updated. Setting up recurring bills in QBO helps you automate regular payments, reduce manual data entry, and keep your financial records accurate. By creating recurring transactions for routine expenses, you can simplify your accounts payable process and improve cash flow management. With QuickBooks' powerful features, managing recurring bills becomes a seamless part of your workflow, ensuring that your bills are recorded and paid on time. Supplier reports and insights in QBO provide valuable information about your business's relationships with suppliers, outstanding balances, and expense trends. By using these reports, you can monitor your accounts payable, track expenses by supplier, and gain insights into how much you're spending with each supplier. In this module, we'll explore how to generate and use supplier reports in QBO to gain valuable insights into your business's expenses and supplier management processes. QBO provides several supplier-specific reports to help you monitor accounts payable, track expenses, and manage your supplier relationships more effectively. There are several key supplier reports in QBO, starting off with the supplier balance summary, which provides an overview of how much you owe each supplier, giving you a clear picture of your outstanding balances and accounts payable. To generate, navigate to the Reports tab from the left-hand menu. In the search bar, type Supplier Balance Summary and select it from the list. Customize the date range and other filters as needed, then click Run Report. Review outstanding balances for each supplier and prioritize which bills need to be paid first using this report. Let's say Flourish Bakeries frequently runs the Supplier Balance Summary report to track how much they owe key suppliers. This helps them prioritize payments and manage cash flow efficiently. Next up, we have the Supplier Balance Summary. This report offers a detailed breakdown of each supplier's transactions, including open bills, payments, and credits, helping you track supplier-specific accounts payable and payments. Go to the Reports tab and search for Supplier Balance Detail. Set the desired date range and filters, then click Run Report. You can use this report to review individual supplier transactions and ensure that all bills, payments, and credits are recorded accurately. Let's spend a moment on the Unpaid Bills report now. This report shows all outstanding supplier bills, including their due dates and total amounts owed, essential for tracking unpaid bills and managing accounts payable. From the Reports tab, we search for the Unpaid Bills report, select the appropriate filters and date range, then click Run Report. This report helps us monitor overdue bills and ensures timely payments to suppliers. The Expenses by Supplier Summary report provides an overview of your total spending with each supplier over a specific period, helping you identify which suppliers account for the largest portion of your expenses. In the Reports tab, search for Expenses by Supplier Summary report. Select the date range and filters, then click Run Report. This report helps us analyze supplier spending patterns and identify opportunities to negotiate better pricing or terms. The Transaction List by Supplier report offers a detailed list of all transactions with each supplier, helping you track supplier-specific activity and review payment history. If you go to the Reports tab, search for the Transaction List by Supplier report, customize the filters to display the date range, supplier, and transaction types you want to analyze, and then click Run Report. This report helps us review the history of transactions with a specific supplier and ensures that all payments and credits are accurately recorded. Once you have generated supplier reports, it's important to analyze the data to gain insights into your business's expenses and supplier relationships. This information can help you make informed decisions about your purchasing strategy and supplier management. To monitor outstanding balances, we can use the Supplier Balance Summary report to track how much we owe to each supplier. We can identify suppliers with large outstanding balances and prioritize paying these bills to avoid late fees and maintaining positive relationships. To track payment history, we can use the Supplier Balance Detail report to review individual supplier accounts and ensure that all bills, payments, and credits are properly recorded. If there are discrepancies, we can follow up with suppliers to resolve them. To prioritize overdue bills, the Unpaid Bills report helps us identify overdue bills, allowing us to focus on paying suppliers with the most urgent due dates. This will help us avoid late fees and maintain a good standing with our key suppliers. To identify top suppliers, we can use the Expenses by Supplier Summary report to see which suppliers account for the largest portion of our expenses. This helps us identify our top suppliers and allows us to focus on building stronger relationships with them. To track supplier specific spending, we can use the Transaction List by Supplier report to review specific transactions and analyzing spending patterns with individual suppliers. This helps us understand how much we are spending on particular products or services and whether there are opportunities to reduce costs. To identify trends and other opportunities, we can analyze the data in the Expenses by Supplier Summary report. If you notice that certain suppliers' prices are increasing, consider renegotiating contracts or exploring alternative suppliers. After analyzing the supplier data from QuickBooks reports, you can use these insights to make informed decisions and improve your supplier management strategy. To optimize cash flow and payments, we should schedule payments based on due dates. Use the Unpaid Bills report to prioritize payment based on due dates. This helps you avoid late fees. To plan for large supplier payments, use the Supplier Balance Summary report to identify suppliers with large outstanding balances. If you consistently owe large amounts to certain suppliers, consider negotiating extended payment terms to improve your cash flow. Use the data from the Supplier Balance Summary report to support these negotiations. We can also use the Expense by Supplier Summary report to identify top suppliers and prioritize building strong relationships with them, offer timely payments, explore opportunities for discounts, and ensure clear communication to maintain positive relationships. We can use the Transaction List by Supplier report to review supplier-specific activity. If a supplier consistently delivers on time and provides competitive pricing, consider offering them more business. Supplier reports and insights in QBO provide powerful tools for tracking your accounts payable, analyzing spending patterns, and managing supplier relationships effectively. By generating and analyzing supplier specific reports, you can monitor outstanding balances, prioritize payments, and gain insights into your spending habits. Keeping track of vendor bills is essential for managing cash flow and ensuring that your accounts payable is accurate. For Flourish Bakeries, let's walk through the process of creating and managing bills in QuickBooks Online. As you watch, pause the video after each instruction and try it in your own QuickBooks account. For Flourish Bakeries, we need to record a new bill from a packaging supplier. We also need to track outstanding bills for timely payment. And finally, we need to edit an existing bill as required. To get started, let's record a bill received from a vendor. This allows us to track it until payment is due. Go to Plus New in the top left corner and select Bill under the Vendors column. In the Vendor dropdown, select the vendor who sent the bill. If the vendor is new, click plus Add New to create their profile. Enter the bill details such as bill date and due date. QuickBooks will calculate the due date based on the vendor's payment terms. Pause the video, enter a new bill for one of your vendors, and confirm the due date is correct. When ready, return to continue. Next, we'll categorize the bill for Flourish Bakeries and record the amount. In the Category or Product or Service section, choose a category that fits the expense, such as packaging supplies. Enter the amount for each line item, and QuickBooks will calculate the subtotal and the total amount. Optionally, add a memo or attach a copy of the bill by clicking Attachments. Pause the video to add amounts and categories to your bill. Detailed tracking simplifies future reporting. Resume when ready to proceed. With bills recorded, it's important to keep track of due dates and outstanding balances for effective cash flow management. Go to Expenses and then Suppliers to view all vendors and outstanding balances. Click on a supplier's name to see their profile, which shows any unpaid bills and past transactions. Use filters like unpaid or overdue to focus on bills that need immediate attention. Pause the video to review unpaid bills in your vendors section. Regular reviews help avoid missed payments. Resume when ready. You have successfully created and tracked a bill for Flourish Bakeries. Managing your bills in QuickBooks helps you maintain accurate financial records and pay vendors on time. Now it's your turn. Log into QBO and practice these steps with your own bills. If you need to review, feel free to rewatch this video. Happy organizing!
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To see the full course that this video came from, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Simon Says It.